Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place. We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you'll see a name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer, and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number. After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations. You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Commandant Chef here. Rob Hill also in the house. Ready for a big-time show. A lot of big stuff in the room. We have the customer's favorite series and my favorite series both in the room at the same time.
There you go.
Not counting High Roller, Holy Grail, Speed Flex. Those are in their own stratosphere. But in terms of series we run in the break room, more than once a month, the non-extra loaded special series, my favorite series we run is the quarterback room. Because it only has quarterbacks.
Hell yeah.
There's no linemen. Me, I'm bougie, like the best of the best. Quarterbacks are the most expensive signatures. They're worth the most money. This current quarterback room series has 23 boxes left. Woo. There is 8 speed flexes left. 4 that are photo plus 4 others. That's not even counting the Tom Brady authentic or the 6 golden tickets. So I say virtually with the Brady and the golden tickets, Rob, we are looking at 11 speed flexes in 23 boxes. That means that almost half the boxes are basically Speedflex quality because 3 golden tickets, that's a Speedflex inside their locker. A Tom Brady authentic is actually worth usually 3-4 Speedflexes, depending on the player names. So virtually 11 Speedflexes in 23 boxes. I know I don't have to hype up the stash or cash. There's no need to because they love that series, the customers do. But I want to make sure you guys get how loaded that quarterback room series is. Come and get it. Rob, how you doing tonight?
Doing amazing, Brother Bear. Happy to be back with you as always for the prime time show.
Let's go!
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. Quarterback room, something that's more of a seasonal series that we get. We don't get it as much as I certainly would like to.
Well, I got good news for you. It'll be coming up a lot more in the months to come.
Things that I like to hear. So I also love to see the 2 most famous quarterbacks we got here at UA, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, literally side by side. It's almost like we're seeing the 2020 Super Bowl
right here.
Watch once again before
I
our
hated that
eyes.
Super Bowl.
So I could understand.
As a Chief fan,
I could understand
as
why.
a Mahomes fan, I hated that Super Bowl.
They could have used you on the offensive line, considering they had only one healthy starter, I think, in that Super Bowl.
It was rough.
Yeah, Patty was running for his life. You folks at home better be running into the break room, into the cart for you guys, because I'll tell you this right now, with the selection we have common, take a good look because we won't see a lot of these items for long.
Yeah, good evening there, Lions fan 420. That's Derek Kissinger. What's going on, my man?
What's up, DK? Good to see you.
We do have also in that locker, there's actually several Tom Brady helmets. There's a red Hydro for 10 tickets. And I'm still shocked that black-purple ripped one is still in there, Tom Brady. So get those items, get in that locker, guys, and get yourself some goodies. So we do have a pre-fill in that stash or cash. I'm making the Stash and Cash, the automatic chase wheel spin. Yeah, that's a two-tone Tom Brady Hydro.
It's a new one.
Make sure you click the video. A fresh item. I was looking at it 5 minutes ago, and I was like, I haven't seen that one.
Might be my favorite looking. I love the color scheme for that, man.
Yes,
that is great.
I love that Chrome Peterson as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was reviewing golden ticket balances. There's only 3 customers right now that have 10 or more tickets. In fact, nobody, I believe, has more than, like, was it 12 or 16? I can't believe a lot of low ticket numbers.
Well, I saw
take advantage, guys.
Well, I saw right before we hopped on that we got ourselves a dual combination goat on one basketball that is no longer in that locker.
Yeah, Karen got the D-Wade and LeBron dual sign basketball.
She knows what's up.
Karen Valentine.
Valentine's Day today in the room.
Yeah, the Barry Hydro is awesome in that locker as well. That's the beauty of the locker. You pick what you want. The locker is the coolest thing out there. I call it the VIP room. That's what that is. It's the VIP room here in the break room. The breaks are amazing, but the locker is the exclusive VIP room for all the best helmets. I call us the Helmet Kings, and the locker is the VIP room.
Yeah, the best of the best, sire. And again, Common and I, we're working the rope, the locker bouncers, but only 2 prerequisites. 3 golden tickets, and you're in that practice squad tier, and you are let in and good to go.
I'm dropping that link in. I did drop the break link as well, but here's that link to the locker. Check it out. Check it what it's all about. So Stash and Cash will be the auto wheel spin. I want to give the guys that will be partying in that series a little extra incentive. We do need a dice roll, though, Rob. 6 or higher. It's going to be my favorite number, my lucky number, 8.
8 and feeling great.
8 and feeling great. So 8 is the dice number for tonight's show. Let's get us started in that Stash or Cash double, ladies and gents. Stash or Cash double number 6.
Yep.
Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers, guys. 2 box numbers.
Really, really good ratios rocking in there. We got the AFC North double up right there with Hendrickson and Bettis. Looking forward to seeing what we can get here.
Yeah, the bus on the beautiful rave. And then again, if you don't like what you get, you can cash it in for store credit, as is a very, very popular option. So give you guys about 30 seconds on those box numbers. Jill, Chris, Jill, Robert, and Dan. 30, 40 seconds on 2 numbers. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel. Let us know. Numbers scrolling through. I believe that Stash or Cash is coming up here momentarily. A fan favorite, the Stash or Cash. Fan favorite. I'll take it. No, I don't. I think that was me that brought it over there, too, because I was using it for my energy lemonade. Those little things, I'm hooked now. Little packets we got in the snack room.
You and Robbie fighting over those.
Yes, we literally are with lemonade ones. We are literally fighting over those, Robbie Lopez. I think I got the last one, Rob. I think he's in trouble. And the poor guy's sick. I should have thought of him, but I didn't. I didn't.
Better hope he's not tuning in right now to hear
Robbie! All right, let's go out of 30. No box numbers. We'll go to the wheel. Wheel's going to pick. We'll see what we'll do here in the Stash or Cash. All right, we got ourselves the Michael Jordan number, 23. Looks like we did do 23 already, Rob.
Yes.
I believe 22 and 24 are the closest.
You'd be correct.
I know Dom and I were double-checking that ticker pre-show. Want to make sure you guys have everything updated. That ticker is fully updated as of the 6 p.m. show, and I will be making sure we don't butcher it, the show. So, host is doing the ticker now, so if there's mistakes, can't blame Rob, just blame me. I'll take blame for it.
Point those fingers.
All the blame and all the credit. If the ticker is mistaken, it goes on me. Let's do 22. Feeling 22, the Emmitt Smith number. It is a double box, so spin for the second one here, guys. Let's see what our second box will be in the fan favorite Stash or Cash. All right, I think this might be the Brady number, 12, which I think is available, Rob.
Let's see here. I'm sure you're right. And you are.
12 is coming up.
12 and 22.
Good luck, guys. 12 and 22. We got Brady and Emmitt Smith, NFL's all-time leading passer and the NFL's all-time leading rusher.
Nothing but goats tonight.
All right, we did already pull Emmitt in this series earlier today. Helmet on the desk. Brady, well, Brady's in the locker and Brady's in the quarterback room still, guys. Some places, depending on where you look, Rob, Again, I would advise shopping around, but some places will charge over $4,000 for Brady Authentic. You might be able to find it for $3,000 if you look hard enough. You certainly won't find it for less than $150 like in the break room with one spot. Very, very expensive lid, Mr. Thomas Edward Brady. Same for Mahomes. Mahomes flexes. If you look hard enough, you'll find them for over $3,000-$4,000.
Yeah.
It's very expensive, the Brady and Mahomes helmets. All right, we got 8 clicks coming up. 6, 7, and 8. Who do we appreciate? The customers, of course.
Always.
Robert Dembski. Dembski's the name. Winning breaks is the game. What's up, Robert? Look at me, King of the North, NFC North. Chris Hove in the NFC South. Joe Labovitz, NFC East. Dan Jabba, NFC West. We got Robert Dembski, AFC North. Jill, AFC South. Robert, AFC East. And Robert in the AFC West here. Good luck, guys. Stash or cash, double box.
Can always tell how a show is going to go by the first box of the night.
Ooh, okay. That's
Yeah.
a lot of pressure on you, Boxy.
That's why I was might be slightly quoting Major League on that one, but
It's a great movie.
I can always tell how the start of the year is going to go by its first hitter.
That's probably my second favorite baseball movie of all time.
Really? What's your first?
Moneyball.
Yeah, that's actually my 1-2. But
Yeah. Moneyball is Moneyball.
kind of like how our hits of the show usually are.
Yeah.
You flip the 1 and the 2.
They're close.
Yeah, they're great.
All right. Well. We have one of the dirtiest football players of all time.
Know who this is going to be?
ESPN Sports Century had a list of dirtiest football players. This was aired 20 years ago. I think it was 3rd or 4th on that list. It's Bill Romanowski.
My man.
On the Raven replica. Sometimes you need those dirty guys to get the job done. A 4-time Super Bowl champion, former Pro Bowl linebacker. He was a champion with the Broncos, the Niners, also played with the Raiders, Romanowski. That is the NFC West. That is a replica. So we're going to give you $250 back in store credit, Dan, or you can keep the helmet. Knowing Dan, I'm guessing he's going to cash, but we got to ask. So let us know, Dan Jobbitt.
You cannot deny the impact he made, though. A true ankle biter through and through.
Literally.
Some of the antics he pulled back in the day, I don't think that Goodell would let that fly in this modern iteration of the NFL. But, again, 4-time Super Bowl champion. I don't think it's a coincidence that he has 4 rings. He definitely made a big impact everywhere that he played.
He's like those guys like A.J. Brzezinski in baseball. You think of, Draymond Green, Dennis Rodman, guys that people don't really like
Irritators.
unless they're on your team.
Yep.
Then you like them. Bill Laimbeer back in the day. That's what we're thinking about. Guys that, maybe don't always get all the credit, but they're a big time, difference makers for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you made the AJ comparison. I always remember when
Just for you.
When they signed
for you,
him,
buddy.
When they signed him, Ozzie and said, when you play against him, you hate his guts. When you have him on your team, you hate him a little less.
Michael Barrett really likes him, I thought. Those two really get along well.
Yeah, drinking buddies. Yeah.
So
yeah, they get together every year.
very, very cool. Dan, you out there, brother? Let us know. Dan Jobbitt. Now, Dan does have until the end of the show to pop in. So if you do see Dan in the chat, we'll be sure to remind him about the item. If we don't get a response, though, then we do send the helmet to you. Now, sometimes if you're emailing very early, we are going to, customer service can help you out, but our shipping team, they start shipping early, like 9 o'clock. So just to be safe, if you want this cashed item, will definitely let us know tonight. We do have a company pizza party tomorrow, Rob. So I know those shipping guys are going to be in here working early so they can have their pizza at 11:30.
Yeah, damn
so
right.
Saying.
Yeah, I'll be the company pizza party is so popular. I might actually stop in on an off day.
You should.
And see
you should.
Yeah.
I was going to say that I told a couple guys.
Have my bib ready.
Yeah, get your bib ready. A couple guys, the insider secrets, even if you can't make it, say, I would like this, and they get extra pizza, then all of us have extra leftovers. So even if you can't happen to make it, just say, this is what I want. I might not be there, but if you guys can get it for me, and I'll eat it the next day.
Yeah, Sandy, if you're out there, you might be getting a late night message or two.
Sandy.
Just to make sure.
Get to work. Sue's also dirty. I know firsthand as a Mizzou Tiger, he almost demolished Blaine Gabbert in college. It was never fun. Sue is one of the best college players I've ever seen. He was a good pro player in college in Nebraska. Oh, man, the guy was next level. Second box coming up. Second box coming up here in the Stash or Cash. Speaking of college, I think we got a college lid coming up. It's a college lid. Okay, so it is a secondary headliner, but still gets the 250 back.
Nice.
It's Chris Olave
that's cool.
on wide receiver U, Ohio State. Or is it? There's two schools that can be wide receiver U. You could argue Bama's entering the discussion too, but it's LSU and Ohio State. You know, Olave, JSN, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., even like you want to go other guys, Terry McLaurin historically, Chris Carter, Ohio State, LSU, of course, Jettas, Chase, Jefferson, obviously Odell Beckham, Malik Neighbors, but Ohio State, LSU, you trust the wide receivers, the awesome Buckeye stickers. That is an NFC South hit because this pro team is the Saints. It's going home to Chris Hove. Let us know, Chris. That's 250 back, or you keep the helmet on Chris Olave.
Yeah, Derek at home spoken like a true
He's
Wolverines
a Michigan fan.
Through and through. So Chris Olave, though, we were actually, me and DP were hyping up Chris Olave. Recently paid man. Very happy whenever he opens up his bank account app on his phone. Definitely has earned it. His report, Tyler Shuck last year. It's got me, you saw before the show, I got the number 2 overall pick in one of my leagues. I'm going to be targeting this guy on my draft board. I think he's going to have a huge year this year.
I was actually a little bit surprised. ESPN, I think, don't quote me on this. If I get this incorrectly, ESPN, don't come knocking on my door. But I believe I saw ESPN's fantasy rankings for quarterbacks, and I believe they had Tyler Shuck at 17, which I think a lot of people would think he'd be like closer to that 21, 22 range. So there is high expectations for Tyler Shuck this season. Chris Olave, a big reason why.
Over 11, actually almost close to 1,200 receiving yards last year. Actually set career highs in receptions with 100 on the dot. 1,163 receiving yards and 9 receiving touchdowns, nearly twice as much as his previous high.
He also had over 1,000 yards, I believe, as a rookie too, Olave. So I think the only time he didn't get over 1,000 was when he was injured.
Yeah, the season prior, yeah.
So there you go. So very nice. Yeah, there's a lot of good Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, even if you're a Michigan fan, you don't like the Buckeyes, you want to get the helmet because you can trade it, you can sell it. These big level players out of Ohio State, one of, if not the best college football program these days, worth a lot of moolah.
Let's check on Commons. Look at that.
Is it 17?
Yep, toes on the nose, 17.
Yeah.
You know who's 16?
Kyler.
Kyler's 16.
Yeah, I remember looking at that list. I thought Jared Goff was disrespected. Wasn't he like 18? Yes. I know he doesn't get rushing yards, but even Goff, with all 18. The yards and touchdowns, that's a disrespectful Jared Goff at 18 for ESPN Fantasy QBs.
You know what I think is wildly disrespectful, and I'm probably, bless you.
Thank you.
What I'm probably wrong about here, I don't know. I'm sneaky high on a guy we've only had like once or twice here in the break room. How about Cam Ward? Cam Ward's 25th.
Yeah. Because he fumbles a lot, apparently.
Yeah.
That's the...
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers. So, guys, we did have a secondary headliner, Chris Olave.
We did.
But the photoed headliner and the speed flex ratios just got better. The golden ticket ratios just got better, guys. So get those spots in that stash or cash. The 3 famous words here in the break room. What are they, Rob? You know what they are.
Pay to play? I do remember.
No,
I just completely blanked. Oh, run it back.
Run it back.
That's the first time I've ever blanked on that.
Rip, not Rob, rip. I'm not talking about the food.
Rib.
Run it back. R.I.B. Not R.B.I. R.I.B. Run it back in that stash or cash. Chris and Dan, if you're out there, let us know, guys, what you're thinking. Jill also thinking alike. As far as running it back.
Yeah, she's ribbing it.
She's in the double and the single. Thank you, Jill. So we're 6 to go in both. 11 boxes left, guys, in this stash or cash. We got ourselves some videos here. How about this? Shout out to Luke. Got the videos in here. Look at this Randy Moss. The Winter Warrior, which you'll see on the back of the helmet. Got the NFL sticker, USA flag, Beckett QR code. You got Moss, baby. One of the most expensive helmets in the game. Randy Moss Speed Flexes go for around $1,500. We do offer back in store credit $1,100, which again, we're a company, we're a business, so we're not going to offer up quite what they go for. But $1,100 if you don't want this helmet. That is definitely worth getting with the purple visor, Randy Moss. Very, very nice. Got a double up there. Jerome Bettis on that Raven. We got the Ultimate Autographs exclusive autograph. Trey Hendrickson on the Darkness. So Bettis is $600. Trey Hendrickson is $550 back in store credit if you don't want the helmet. 3 golden tickets NFC West. You don't want those? We'll give you $1,200 in store credit. We have never seen someone cash in tickets.
No.
It's never happened. I thought Shannon Buffington might do it. Instead, he got the Aston Genty, only 3 tickets in that locker. Our guy, Shannon, the Dark Knight.
Yeah, no, yes, he's a smart man. He made a big, big return. Awesome to see Shannon back for the 3. Hopefully he's running it back here at the
Bless
6.
you, man. We're both sneezing tonight.
Yeah, something in the air tonight.
Something in the air.
Where's Phil Collins?
So, I saw a live Phil Collins, what is it called? Like the guy, cover artist, and he was really good.
Really? He's a hard guy to emulate.
Yeah, very hard guy to emulate. I did not realize the range of music he had. Very, very
Phil
different
Collins,
genres. Now, this is the best break in the room. Like I said, the customers like the stash or cash. I mean, again, it's not what I like. It's what you guys like. Obviously, that can get your store credit back. But if you want the best stuff in the break room, hands down, no question, not even remotely close, to be honest, is the quarterback room. This is the best break we offer. It's all quarterbacks. There's no minis, no jerseys. You'll notice the price point is higher than the reps, or the Stash or Cash reps and Authentic Series, because it's a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
We actually have 8 speed flexes left in the series. Now, when the series started, Rob, there was 9 speed flexes. We've only pulled 1 speed flex. I'm still pumped about it. Jake Cutler speed flex I pulled last night.
Is that a hidden gem or?
No, that was a headliner.
Oh, it was a headliner.
But that was a headliner. The only speed flex gone. There is 4 speed flexes that we know of that are still left. That would be Patrick Mahomes on the speed flex. Get ready for an incredible comeback season. MVP level like I am as a Chief fan.
Hell yeah.
Beyond pumped for Mahomes. These Chief speed flexes for Mahomes, again, go for around $3,000.
Yeah.
You might find them a little cheaper. You might find them a little more expensive. But that's the ballpark estimate, which is whether it's $2,700 or $3,300. What's the Chiefs Pro Shop one you got pulled up?
Oh, well, I got to get myself one with just Patrick.
You got a Patrick and a Kelsey.
And a Kelsey, which is going for $7,400. So if that gives you any indication, you take Travis off. Let's see what we got here. See if they got anything available.
I'm guessing Chiefs Pro Shop will charge closer to $4,000 for it. Again, if you look for the right place, you might find it for $3,000. Maybe you find it a little less. What are they charging for? Expensive. Is that the Chiefs Pro Shop?
Yeah,
this is Fanatics.
This is their. It's the Chiefs Pro Shop because of Fanatics. So I'm gonna need a little bit here, but I just saw a replica going for $3,000.
Yeah. So again, this is a $3,000 plus helmet. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. Regardless, it's definitely less than $144. Brady helmets as well. I'll probably show you guys that off when we get a little more time here, but Brady lids, same deal as Mahomes, could be $3,000-$4,000 in value. The 2 most expensive signatures in football memorabilia. And it kind of makes sense. The 2 best quarterbacks probably to ever play the game. I mean, if Mahomes stays healthy, I'm going to knock on, this is not wood, but I'm going to pretend it is, Rob. I think, here's the crazy thing about Mahomes. And this is not a crazy thing to say. His floor is pretty much second best of all time. Not his ceiling, his floor.
Yeah.
That's crazy. His ceiling is first best of all time.
I agree with you, yeah.
And these are the collectibles you want to get. Mahomes and Brady, even if you don't like the guys, you're jealous they beat your team too much, they win too much, you're sick of them. You think the refs give them things when they really don't, but that's what you think because that's what happens when everyone wins. These are worth tons of helmets. Tons of money. You can get a dog. You go on a weekend trip at a 5-star hotel. You get an engagement ring. You trade it for 3-4 speed flexes. There's so much you can do with those 2 names.
Speaking of, I know you're going through this, but just to get a nice price base comparison here. So this one is without a black visor like the one we have, but it's going for $3,000 from what I'm seeing here. Beckett hologram and everything. So
yeah,
in that range, you throw a visor on it, a couple extra $100, but beauty is always in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, in the ballpark of $3,000. To give you guys a ballpark, we always wonder how much is memorabilia worth.
Yeah.
You want the honest truth, Rob? As much as someone's willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
But retail value will be between $3,000 and up, depending on what site you use. You might get a little bit cheaper on eBay. Of course, that also might come damaged, used. There might be a little wear and tear. That's the risk you play. But this is a helmet in that ballpark, $3,000 Mahomes, $3,000, not even a speed flex for Brady. Again, I found a Brady last night going for $4,000 online, and that Brady has a 12 on the back. You can see the 2 hanging out. I'm guessing there's a 1 next to it as well, Tom Brady. By the way, the Brady and Mahomes, they got partners in this break. Double up partners, that is. AFC West, you get Mahomes. You can also get Bo Nix on that awesome replica. Dan, quick question for you, brother.
Hi, Dan.
Would you like to cash your... which ones did he win? He got the Bill Romanowski rep. $250 back in store credit. Or would you like to keep the helmet? Here's that Bo Nix rep. Double up with Mahomes. Here's that Jim Kelly on the alternate bills. Double up with Brady. And that is going to be a cash. So I'll make note of that if you want to put it in the sheet, Rob.
Thank you, Dan.
I will rewrite that post-it note. And we'll get you your money there, Dan. So, also double ups. Where my Cowboy fans at? How about them Cowboys? America's team. Chris Hove also is going to cash.
There we go. The cash brigade. All right.
So, Chris Cash and Chris Olave going to update that one as well. All right, back to business in the quarterback room. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, how about the past and the present? The Dak Prescott Speed Flex. This will also be worth north of $1,000. Could double up with a Troy Aikman Flash replica. I know it's a rep helmet. I could care less. It's a Troy Aikman helmet, which we almost never get in the break room. We also almost never get a Flash, that silver face mask. That helmet, to me, priceless. You get that in your man cave, that looks just as good as the Speed Flex, just as good as a authentic, the great Troy Aikman. We got a quarterback Speed Flex double up in the NFC West, Rob Hill. Kurt Warner on that retro with the blue face mask, blue visor. That's a 2-time league MVP to you. Yes, replica, Chris. So $250. It was Ohio State replica, actually, not a Saints helmet. Ohio State rep, and then a Warren Moon retro Speed Flex Hall of Fame 06. Maybe the 2 best players in football history that were undrafted. Warner and Moon, both undrafted, both Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Both on beautiful Speed Flexes.
The retro Rams, and this is retro technically, but technically it's the throwback. Either way, 2 incredible helmets in the NFC West double up. By the way, we're talking about Aikman and Dak Prescott. Cowboy fans, Roger Staubach, only a secondary headliner in here. And then Randall Cunningham, if that's an Eagle, there's actually 4 headliners in the NFC East. If it's a Viking, NFC North hit could be an option as well. 3 tickets NFC South, 3 tickets AFC South. Respect the South, ladies and gents. And then again, 9 Speed Flexes total. We've only pulled 1 Speed Flex in the first 7 boxes. We got 8 Speed Flexes left. These 3 tickets are equivalent to a Speed Flex, and the Brady lid is worth 2 to 3, maybe 4 times a Speed Flex. So like I said, virtually in this series, 11 Speed Flexes left in 23 boxes. And all the quarterbacks, Rob.
Yeah, I'm seeing a Tom Brady full-size authentic going close for $3,000 by TriStar. We get TriStar authentications all the time here in the break room. So just going off that, 8 Speed Flexes and 6 golden tickets. If you guys want a pretty good barometer of how we're valuing these, especially the golden tickets, no better day than the Stash Your Cash to go in and see what 3 golden tickets are worth, going for about $1,200. But again, that is not a definitive price. It's in the ballpark. So
Reggie Hammond, and this is, again, throwing numbers out there, but Reggie Hammond was telling us last week, based on helmets he's seen online, based on helmets he's seen, based on just, rough values, he was saying that it's about $600 a golden ticket, which means 3 would be about $1,800. Again, that's depending on where you look. $400 is what we offer back per ticket because it's $1,200 back for the 3 tickets. But those are extremely valuable. Old school, new school, 3 boxes left. We have a rare helmet. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 Pro Football Hall of Famers on the same helmet, the Bills lid. Obviously, the Hall of Fame quarterback, Jim Kelly, running back, Thurman Thomas, wide receiver, Andre Reed. And how about the man, the myth, the legend, 101 years young and still signing autographs, the great Marv Levy. Rip Camelucci physically saw him at the National in Chicago a few weeks ago. 101 years old and still signing autographs, Marv Levy. Shout out to Marv Levy. I know you guys get caught up in autograph value. I get that. But Marv Levy is one of my all-time favorite coaches.
Yeah.
His signature is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Can never go wrong with the Marv Levy autograph.
No, this is actually an updated live picture of Marv Levy as well. So
I'm not putting that one up.
Glad
on
that
the
we have. I
randomizer.
highly recommend that you don't. But again, the four. I don't know. I hate that my brain went to there right away.
Yes.
But the most accomplished four men in Bills history. I'm not saying the
100%.
greatest, but the most accomplished. Winning matters. That's why they lace up every Sunday from a coaching or player perspective. And four Hall of Famers, right? Kelly, Reed, Thomas, and Levy, all on there. We don't get that a whole lot, but we are starting to get a lot more, triple and quad signatures on lids, which is really, really
That's
cool.
intentional, and it's not going away from what I was told. And I like
There
it.
you go.
I fully support it. So,
One
old
to go,
school,
bud.
new school. We got that lid. That's considered an old school quarterback hit plus 2 other hits. Only quarterbacks left in there. Hard count, blue 22, red 17. Only $79 a spot. We got 3 headliners left. The greatest Texan offensive player ever. 11th all-time in receiving yards, Andre Johnson. We have one of the best pass rushers in football, Trey Hendrickson, on that clean Raven alternate with that red eye. UA Break Room exclusive. And, of course, friend of the program, one of your best buddies, Detroit Piston fan, LaShawn McCoy in the house. Shady.
Love it.
3 headliners, 7 boxes in the hard count. Shotgun, blue 42. We got 2 headliners in 3 boxes. That includes the guy that was 3rd in receiving yards last year. How about them Cowboys? George Pickens. Then we got a Minka Fitzpatrick secondary headliner as well. We got fresh jerseys, fresh and full with headliners, including my favorite headliner, that Ricky Williams Wii jersey. Look at that thing. That is so clean. Tons of good hits in here. Linebacking legends, Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis, NFL rusher, leading rusher last year, James Cook, MJD, another friend of the program, Cam Scadaboo on the college jersey.
That's clean.
Andre Johnson on that Texan jersey, Jalen Carter, Fred Warner, Chris Olave, Chad Johnson, Fred Taylor, secondary headliners. And then lastly, the minis. We got 14 boxes left. Where are my Giant fans at? Malik Neighbors and Malik and Lawrence Taylor double up, NFC East. A double up there. We got Andre Johnson again on the mini. And then Kyron Williams, Jamar Charles, pair of awesome running backs as secondary headliners. So keep it going, guys. We are 1 to go in that stash for cash.
Correct.
We are 5 to go in that quarterback room double. I cannot restate this enough. I'm going to keep saying it. Quarterback room break is insane. If I were spending my money, I would not touch any other series but the quarterback room.
Yeah.
That's only quarterbacks, only authentics or reps. By the way, if you get a replica helmet that's not a photo to headliner, aka the Aikman and the Bo Nix, you also get $50 back in store credit. So that's like, I don't know, stash or cash is the cash or the helmet. That's the helmet and the cash.
Make it out like a bandit.
So that quarterback room, wow. That's all I got to say. Wow, that series is good. And then again, for the people that maybe are new, that don't know what the golden tickets are, this is besides a Brady and Mahomes, the most valuable currency you get are golden tickets. Golden tickets are ultimate autographs as exclusive rewards currency, your key to the locker, a members-only collection with premium, one-of-a-kind autograph memorabilia. How do you earn them? You earn golden tickets through playing our live breaks. The more you play, the more you collect, and your tickets are yours to bank and use whenever you're ready. How do you redeem them? Once you've earned golden tickets, you redeem them in the locker. Every item shows exactly how many golden tickets it takes to claim it, so you always know what you're working toward. How do you unlock the locker, Rob? Well, the locker is part of our rewards program. To get in, join the program, and climb to the practice squad tier, the second level of rewards. Takes about $300 to get there. Once you reach practice squad, the locker is yours to explore, and it stays open as you rise to the higher tiers. What's inside the locker? The locker is home to some most exclusive premium autograph pieces we offer, high-end, hard-to-find collectibles you won't come across anywhere else.
Correct.
Now, there's a reason why the quarterback room and the stash for cash are the two hot and in breaks right now. Because in there, you only get a quarterback if you win in the quarterback room, which There's no Rex Grossmans in this break room. Damn. Sorry for my Florida Gator fans and maybe very, very depressed Bear fans that liked being depressed.
Sexy Rexy?
Sexy Rexy. So he will not be in here.
How about the quarterback that came after him? My favorite poll that you've ever done.
F the Packers, Kyle Wharton.
Yeah.
And I will fully read it if it comes out. So you're only getting quarterbacks in there, guys. And then the stash for cash, again, if you get something you don't want, we'll give you money back for store credit. And it's not like the $50 in a wheel spin. There's up to $1,200 coming back if you win the tickets. Also, the Randy Moss has $1,100 back in store credit. Although I will say this, that helmet with that visor, I know someone's probably going to cash this, but I'll give you my 2 cents. If you get this Randy Moss helmet, keep.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
You should definitely not go for $1,100 in store credit, in my opinion. Because that lid is worth actually more than that. You'd be doing yourself a disservice going for $1,100. Unless you're so into the quarterback room and you want to buy a bunch of spots, I can kind of get it. But again, my personal advice, you don't have to follow me. You do it as you want. But I know that, if Chris wins it, he'll probably keep it. Although Chris did win the same helmet last week. So if he doesn't keep it, I get why. But a Viking fan would keep it. I think a lot of casuals might use the store credit. I would definitely keep the helmet if I were you guys.
Yeah, it's also more ammunition, right? Not just, from a stash and cash perspective, but, if you're somebody like Chris, who's been a longtime regular here in the break room, we have a great community that loves to interact with one another. So, use it as trade bait. Have something that maybe someone else has in their collection. It's like, this is a nice fresh pile of ammunition here. Randy Moss, Winter Warrior, Speedflex. They do not grow on trees. If they do, they wouldn't be valued as highly as they are in the open market.
By the way, I want to shout out Joe Lake right now. Joe Lake, a man of refined taste, going to the best break in the room, the quarterback room.
My man.
Shout out Joe. That's a man with taste.
Favorite lake to visit?
Joe Lake.
Joe Lake. If you've been, it's this time of the year, it's wonderful.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I love it. I love when I see the ching, ching, ching and break room orders coming through. That's my kind of lake.
That's what he's trying to reel in a quarterback
right
now. He wants
Mahomes. He wants Brady. He wants the best of the best guys in that quarterback room series. So 1 to go in that stash or cash double, 4 to go in that quarterback room double, 4 to go in that jersey break. We are knocking on some break room doors.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Tuesday nights. And again, right before, as Common likes to call it later, the busy hour, the business hours that start to pick up here between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Joe's looking for Mahomes.
Yeah, can't blame you.
So again, the best.
Can't blame you, Joe.
The best of the best taste out there. So hopefully you guys are settled in. Get into the break room now before we start to get a lot of big-time orders that come through. Dom and I saw it during the 3 o'clock. We saw 3, 4, double spots taken, multiple quad spots taken. So, don't be a window licker. If you see something you like, hop into the breaks.
I like that, window licker.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
For your own safety.
Yeah.
I'll say this, too. I know we get so caught up in the unique helmets in the locker, and I get it. But if you're a collector of the greatest players, of all time, I actually like the idea of having the standard helmet, too. The Chiefs red for Mahomes, the Patriots silver for Brady. You got to have one of these standard helmets. And that's why I say, too, if you're a true collector, you got to have multiples because it's keep one, sell one, trade one, right?
Yeah.
Keep one Mahomes, keep one Brady, sell the other, and trade the other. You can never, and by the way, you can sell and trade a bunch of these. Like there's certain players you can never have too many backups of because there's so much value. There's nothing you'll find in football memorabilia that is better than a Mahomes or a Brady. You just cannot do it. You will not do it. And at the Authentics, the Speedflex especially, these are the most valuable items. Think about the cash or stash. There's a reason why we don't have it in the cash or stash because we don't want to give you guys $3,000 back.
Yeah.
It'd be an insane story. I don't know if our system might break if we did that. I'm not even kidding.
We like to stay in business, but
that's what that is, though. You win that helmet,
yeah,
you can cash it off air for $3,000.
Yeah. I was going to say, like you said, a puppy, an engagement ring, You can go on a nice vacation with that bad boy. But speaking on the Mahomes, you've been here, some of the longest service time we got here at UA. You always talk about
September 13th, 5 years. Let's go.
There you go.
Coming up.
The value of his signature
Has
goes
grown.
up and up and up.
More than doubled in my last 3 years here at UA.
Exactly. And who's to say, right? I mean, all of a sudden, maybe he sneaks into another Super Bowl this year. Maybe he adds another Lombardi onto his mantle. Well, it's all going to grow.
I'll tell you, Mahomes.
MVP, maybe?
Well, he likes to follow Brady. So here's what I'll tell you. Part of why his signature has grown so much isn't even just because of the accomplishments. It's because of how much he's charging. The athlete has a right to raise the signature price themselves.
As he should.
So he keeps raising it himself, which actually makes sense because think about what makes Mahomes and Brady so great. Obviously, they're incredible players, incredible leaders. They have the it factor, the stats, the clutch gene, all that. But part of why the Chiefs win so much, and part of why the Patriots won so much, and no, I'm not talking about no refs, Rob Hill. I'm talking about these two gentlemen, for their high standards and talent, taking pay cuts. They can get better players around them. All those years of taking pay cuts for Tom Brady, the man is done. Look at his Fox football contract. Look at his autograph price.
That's so funny.
He is taking no more pay cuts.
Yeah.
So Mahomes will take his pay cuts when it comes to his actual contract, when it comes to his merchandise deals, his commercials, his autograph signatures, no pay cut zone. So these gentlemen, they're smart. And they know where to, take less money. They also know where to take more money. You want Mahomes and Brady? You're going to have to pay a lot of money. Unless you get lucky in the break room and snag them for 144 in the quarterback room single or 288 in the double. So, also in the stash or cash, for example, if you do want to cash a Randy Moss helmet, which again, I wouldn't, but if you want to cash the helmet, you get $1,100 back. You get more chances to get in the quarterback room.
Yeah.
I would actually, if I were cashing the Randy Moss, let me do the math right now. 144 times 8.
That's a quick thing to note as well, guys, too, is that even if you just take store credit from the stash or cash, you don't have to put it back into that specific break. You could spread it throughout the rest of the break.
So here's what I would do. It's $1,152 to buy out a quarterback room single, which is a touch over $1,100 for the Randy Moss, maybe a little bit of, tax, etc. You would put in less than $100 of your own money, and you buy out the quarterback room break then. You get a guaranteed quarterback, authentic or rep. And if it happens to be Brady or Mahomes, you get yourself about 3 times your value. Because I know people are going to make the, if they cash in their helmet, they're going to be like, well, I'm going to buy one spot here, one spot there. I would take one shot, one opportunity, buy out the entire quarterback room single, and hope for the best, hope for Brady, hope for Mahomes, and then, get those lids.
Kind of sound like Eminem over there. You only get one shot, or in this case, you don't. Get as many shots as you want to take.
Well,
don't miss your chance to go.
Look, Rob.
That's why
the customers do not want me to rap Eminem.
Yes,
is it gone, actually?
Don't make assumptions.
Is it gone? Did someone take it?
Yep, I noticed the last show.
But I'm guessing they took it off and it'll go back on, maybe?
Yeah, let me see if I can track down who took it, but no, that bad boy's gone.
I don't think it's been claimed, actually.
Really?
Sometimes they take it in and out, because normally the recent claimed ones show up here. I do have access to the claimed reports, and I don't think I see Eminem claimed in the last couple of days. So I think they just, took it off. Maybe they'll bring it back. But yeah, so last night I offered up.
I'll take it.
I offered up rapping, Rob, if someone claims the Eminem in the locker, and people are like, you know what, we like that item, but we don't want to hear you rap common, so we're just gonna go ahead and not claim it. So that's my apologies for the folks that put together the locker. The reason Eminem was not claimed has more to do with me than it does with how good the item was.
It's been a while since you've done a musical number, man. So it's funny you mentioned this. You said September 13th. It makes 5 years, right? Do you know what?
Double check with Sandy.
Do you know what
said that?
You know what today makes it for me?
Yeah,
1 year. 1 year for me today.
Did they forget to put it in the channel?
Well, I think I know it was done by the month, right? We've done it for a lot of people this month, either had birthdays or work celebrations. They've had it up for a while. But the reason why I know this is because I went back and checked.
Sandy, don't forget my guy Rob. Sandy!
Well, the first night that you and I worked together, I was shadowing mostly Robbie, but I was sitting behind you. That was the J.J. McCarthy comeback against the Bears week 1. I was telling Dom this earlier. I'm like, tomorrow is going to be our 1 year anniversary together because that's when we drafted our UA fantasy team.
Good times.
Yeah, man.
Disrespecting Rob in the break room, the new Jamarcus Russell. What?
Spectre.
Rob is greater than Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah,
What's up there, Taylor?
Give me at least Rich Gannon.
I need the Viking rivalry helmet must get. Those will be coming soon. We did have a release of the new rivalries today. I actually agree with what our guy Hayden said internally. The Texans and the Oilers ones look awesome.
Can I say one thing about that? I love both, especially the Texans. Does the Texans rivalry look very similar to the Titans rivalry jerseys and uniform? That's the first thing I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's intentional, probably.
Beautiful, though.
Beautiful. Yeah, 100%. So I'm going to have a chat with Sandy. Sandy.
But we're going to have a long talk over some pepperoni pizza tomorrow.
All right, yeah, that's good.
That's for sure.
Oh, she made up for pepperoni pizza.
I don't want to make the break room awkward. The other break room, but
oh man,
got to put respect, like Ronnie said. Thank you, Ronnie, for that.
So we are 1 to go in that stash or cash and 4 to go in that double. I'll tell you what, you can say all you want about the rivalry helmet. I actually personally have nothing against the Viking rivalry helmet, but I like the Winter Warrior better. You want a cool Viking helmet? In my opinion, the Winter Warrior is better, and there's no Viking I'd rather have than Randy Moss. As much as I love the purple, or the blue visor rather, Rob, on a Randy Moss Viking lid, the purple visor is the most appropriate. 1 spot to go, extremely expensive signature, Randy Moss. Yeah, you have the JJ, and I love Jefferson. Jefferson is awesome. But if I'm a Viking fan, I don't have a Randy Moss in my PC, I am super disappointed.
You got to get the OG.
There's no Viking I'd rather have than Randy Moss. I actually love Randy Moss, even as a Bears fan. And you know how I know? Because Chris Hope got me a jersey and I wear it. I'm actually very proud of that jersey.
I remember that, yeah.
I'm planning on wearing it, don't tell Dom, week 1 of the NFL season, because the Vikings play the Packers, and every time the Vikings play the Packers, I'm wearing my Viking jersey. So I'll be wearing that Randy Moss in a few weeks.
It's Mitchell and Ness too, right?
It's a nice jersey.
That is a clean jersey, my friend.
So very, very clean helmet.
They are fire indeed.
The great Randy Moss. 1 to go on that stash or cash, guys.
Usually whenever there's a fire comment, you want to put it out. But when the fire comes to Winter Warrior helmets, you put more gasoline on it.
You know who puts out more fires than anybody when it comes to that closer spot?
Smokey the Bear.
Chris Hope.
Chris Hope is another answer.
He's like, there's 1 spot left, 2 spots left. Let me take care of that, gentleman, the Hovinator.
Surprise!
Just had a birthday, Chris. If you're listening, Chris, happy birthday.
Happy belated, dude.
I think, was it yesterday, and I forgot to mention it on the show. I think Chris had a birthday recently, our guy, Chris Hove. He turned a cool 25 years young. No, just kidding. I don't know, Chris. I'm not sure how young Chris is. I don't think he's 25. But happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, I think you told me that you promised him to give him a little birthday tunes. If you're not going to rap for us, the least we could do is sing Chris a happy birthday. How about if he closes that out, we could sing him a happy birthday.
Deal. He closes out the Stash or Cash or quarterback room. We'll sing happy birthday. Now we sung happy birthday last week, you and I think on a Thursday.
Oh, we did.
We did a couple birthdays in the break room.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is what this room's all about. We make a lot of lifelong friends with the customers. We get to know you guys, your birthdays, your favorite teams. There's no community like the UA break room community. No doubt about that. All right, Jacob Parcher did close the Stash or Cash.
He did indeed.
But Chris will close the quarterback room, so we're good. He'll close that out, so we're good there.
I hope that doesn't scare him away at all.
Nah, he likes my singing. The secret is most people like my singing. Bob Boulet's the loud minority, as I say. But he secretly likes it. This is an exception. It's like a dirty pleasure for Bob Boulet.
I was going to say, I'll close if Rob knows mine. Your birthday?
Damn, that's very... Did you ever share it with us? I think Chris and I are friends on one of the social medias. That's how I found out. So, Taylor, I'm going to go...
Ooh. I'm going to go March 6th. It's probably recently, too, so it's not even be close.
I'm going to go April 21st.
If it's in the springtime, we get half a point, right?
Right.
So.
Stash or Cash double number 7. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers.
Oh, coming soon. Ooh. All right, a fall birthday. Love that.
September 26th.
I'll go with September 14th.
Okay. September 26th is my grandpa's birthday.
Oh.
So
happy early.
Yeah, my favorite people, my grandpa and my dog. You know me. That's who I like.
Is your grandpa's name also Messi?
No. His name is Ivan.
There you go.
18th. September 18th, happy early birthday, Taylor. Joe Labovitz, Brian Machowski, Dan Jobbik, Chris Hove, and Jacob Parchert. And Jacob going 9 and 9 times 3, 9 and 27 in the stash or cash.
9 and 27, we have both.
Thank you, sir. The Shane Matthews and J.C. Jackson numbers. Pick yourself some rando football players on a Tuesday night. I always have J.C. Jackson ready because the first time Dom reacted to it, ever since his original reaction, I have to do it. Because it was a very like, are you kidding me? Really? So I kept it going ever since then. You know, we're a bunch of sports fans. Nothing like, dudes and ladies just naming off random football, baseball, basketball players. It's one of those hobbies, like those like viral internet things.
I was just gonna say I watched one yesterday, and it was a guy sitting on his couch, and he said he's like, I have to deal with this once a week, and it was his wife recording her husband, and they're just naming off random baseball players that they like grow up with.
There's one for the Cardinals that I saw online. I'm a Cubs fan, but Ray Langford. It was like that was a random one.
Ray Langford.
I responded to Fernando Vina. Former second baseman.
Yeah, I don't think Albert Bell's a big fan of him, but Fernando Vina's a great one. Wow.
I just saw the clip of Albert Bell running over the guy.
Yeah, yep.
Was that Vina he ran over?
That was Fernando Vina.
Okay, there you
yeah.
go.
Literal David versus Goliath. I'll give you a little Sidney Ponson as we go into this break.
Ooh, that's the pitcher Ponson, right?
Yeah.
Good times.
You know what? Since the fall's coming around the corner, you know it's a really good meal to have? Little Jeff Soup Pon.
Ooh.
In there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got ourselves... what is it? 8 times on the dice number tonight. Stash for cash. Good luck, guys. I don't want to spill the beans, speaking of food, Rob, but we have a special surprise for you guys should we close the cash for stash this show.
Ooh.
Little incentive, a special surprise.
I like surprises.
And I promise you, you guys will not be disappointed. Close out the stash for cash, and we're going to be surprising you guys in a good way. It's a good surprise. It is definitely a very, very good surprise if we get the stash or cash closed up. Something we've been talking about for a while internally, and we finally made it happen. You guys are going to be very, very thrilled. Some might be a little disappointed because they're like, my wallet's going to take a hit, but most of you will be thrilled. Joe, you got the NFC North. Promoting Rob? No, it's not that. It's for you guys. Although I know you guys love Rob, and more Rob is always good, but no, it's something for you guys, the customers.
Well,
does not involve
there's
any employees here at
we
UA.
can do multiple things,
Yeah.
You could be the next one on the bulletin board. we close the stash or cash. We give you the surprise. We do something else. We promote Rob. It's just, he said, dang, I tried. It's okay.
All right. Well, it's not that. I'll tell you, Taylor, you're not on par with that one.
My unofficial agent.
Yeah, I like that. He's doing your dirty work for you. Gio's got the NFC North, Chris NFC South, NFC East, Jacob Parchard on NFC West, Brian Machowski, AFC North, AFC South. Let me know, Brian, how to pronounce that. Dan Jobbit, AFC East, and Joe Labovitz, AFC West. Stash or cash, dub.
Yeah, I love this from a new guy in Brian. First time ordering in the break room, and he's going straight to the top. One of our best series.
I like that because a lot of times the new customers go to the jerseys, and I get it, lower investment point. You want to find out what it's all about, but that's not the best stuff. Go right to the best stuff, cream of the crop, right? Go in for the best goodies in the stash or cash in the quarterback room.
Hell yeah!
We got a Giant authentic with a Super Bowl champion inscription. We got the former Pro Bowl tight end, Jeremy Shockey, on the Giants.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Chris Hove, NFC East, authentic. That's $350 back in store credit or the lid. Former Miami Hurricane, great in college. Played with the Saints, played with the Giants, Jeremy Shockey. 4-time Pro Bowler, a former first-team All-Pro. Also, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, Jeremy Shockey. So, very, very nice lid. Congratulations for Shockey.
Yeah, I think he's towards the top of rookie records, right, for receiving yards for a tight end as well.
Yeah.
So, authentic, that's going to be worth $350 out there for you. That's a really cool hit, Chris, but I kind of got a feeling what I think he's going to
cash it
for this one.
I'll tell you what, the Giants standard blue with the red stripe.
Classic.
This is one of the best helmets in the game.
Yeah.
JSA certified with that QR code, NFL sticker on the back. Very, very nice.
Got a hot take for you.
Ooh.
So let's
Coming in
just
hot.
so let's just say that Jerry Jones never existed, right? That Cowboys dynasty that eventually became America's team. I just think based off of color scheme, playing in the biggest market, if the Cowboys didn't exist, I think the Giants would be considered America's team.
Ooh, I could see that.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
Jeremy Shockey. Oh, he's on mute. I'll type it.
Yep. All right, you got it?
yes, I say it out loud.
Jeremy Shockey. Chris Holt probably got some family plans. Let me put this in the chat since he is on mute. You put the item in there. I'm going to go ahead and put this in there. Happy birthday, Chris.
Oh, good man.
Congrats,
good man.
my man.
Good
I guess
man.
you can't sing because he won't even hear us. So that gets me off the hook, Rob.
How good is your sign language?
Not good enough. Not good enough. So beautiful lid there.
Stashing.
He's gonna stash it.
Good man.
Okay,
Good
so
man.
he's gonna keep it.
I
It's
love
a unique piece. I like it.
I love it.
It is an authentic. So definitely a good move there. Stashing it up there with Jeremy Shockey.
You know, I don't know if you checked the weather reports, but there's
I do.
supposed to. Okay, so you might have seen that there's a mooning in the forecast tonight, but not a Warren moon technically. How about a Michael Wilcox?
What's up, Michael? Biggest fan ever of Drew Brees and also Cam Ward.
So I've heard.
Those were his two favorite quarterbacks ever, Cam Ward and Drew Brees, for our guy Mike Mooning. What's going on, DG? Oregon on a work trip. Be safe, my man. Enjoy. Thinking Oregon, isn't that where you pump your own gas, or did they change that? That was a thing. I think in Oregon, it may have changed, but I know one of my college friends got a TV job in Oregon, and she had to pump her own gas there. That's kind of how it is. You got to pump your own gas at the gas station.
Huh.
Or no, excuse me, the opposite. Where
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
person
say.
has to pump your gas.
Has to pump
I
your
butchered
gas,
that
wow.
badly.
You know,
There's a guy that or gal that has to pump your gas at the station. You can't pump your own gas.
You know, you've heard of Southern hospitality, but I've never heard of Oregonian hospitality. That's a new one.
That's what it is. All right, second lid coming up. Here we go.
What's up, DG?
Bear down, Chicago Bears. We have one of Rob's best friends.
He is.
Dan Hampton.
Oh, yeah, he
with
is.
the Hall of Fame 2002 inscription. A signature so fine that even Joey Aguilar likes it. Super Bowl champion with the 85 Bears. Pro Football Hall of Famer. 4-time Pro Bowler. Part of the best defense of all time, Dan Hampton. That is a rep, Jill. That would be $250 back in store credits if you don't want the Danimal. Just cash, please.
We got you, girl. Shout out to Jill. And yeah, Dan, awesome guy. Literally larger than life personality and persona as well. Really cool. You know what my favorite Dan Hampton item was? We just had it go this past weekend. He was on a Penta signed Hall of Fame lid, man. That was so badass.
In the new school, old school, right?
New school, old school. Yeah, it was very, very cool. 5 of the best defenders of all time, Common. If you could believe that. It was him, Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor, Brian Urlacher, Mike Singletary.
You know, I do believe it because
5 for 5.
Ultimate Autographs, home to some of the best items. By the way, I think you had a chance to meet the gentleman. I'm blanking on his name, but he was really cool. I think he's Jeff knows him through a friend. I'm not sure exactly his whole thing.
Lance.
Lance. But I was telling him how we're the Helmet Kings. He's like, Helmet Kings? I like that. So I'm going to keep using it more on the air. Helmet Kings Ultimate Autographs.
Might want to peep out there, guys, for a future series.
Yeah?
Helmet
right?
Kings.
Helmet Kings,
Oh,
UA.
I actually just kind of, we'll talk about that later. I literally just kind of thought of something about maybe a little idea. The brain biscuits were turning.
Are you like what's that movie with Russell Crowe? A Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind.
Where he's seeing all the numbers.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what just happened, Rob. That's just going on with Rob Hill's brain.
So my speech therapist used to refer to me as when I was an infant.
Gotcha.
Did I ever tell you? You want to take a guess when I said my first word?
What's that?
How old do you think I was when I said my first word? If you had to take a guess.
2.
I was 3.
Okay.
I was 3. Yeah.
Late bloomer.
Very, very late. And my mom said once I started talking, I never stopped.
That makes sense.
And now with being here, it's very, very true.
Makes sense.
Very, very accurate.
I believe they can pump your gas for you. We can also pump your own also. Not sure as I'm not driving, so not my concern on this trip. There you go. It's illegal to pump your own gas in Oregon. That's what it is.
That's
again, I know
crazy.
when, and this was a while ago. This was like when I graduated college, 2013. But my friend got a job in Oregon, and she went to the gas station, and you could not pump the gas yourself. Someone had to pump it for you. And as Dan said, it's illegal.
Wow. The more you know.
And why are you in jail? Because I pumped my own gas. Well, Taylor, you're a rule breaker. Rule breaker. There's a bunch of weird laws. My 5th grade teacher, Robert Bob Shields. Shout out, Mr. Shields, if you're watching. I highly doubt it, but you never know.
Him and Virginia Highstone.
Had a little Virginia Highstone. I like him a lot more than Virginia, I'll tell you that. But anyway, so he had a weird book of laws, and it's illegal in Kansas or in Arkansas to pronounce it Arkansas. You cannot legally pronounce it Arkansas.
No shot.
It is considered illegal. I don't know what the penalty is. I don't know how strictly enforced it is, but it is actually illegal.
Oh,
it's not illegal anymore. I live in Oregon.
We're creating a controversy here.
So it used to be illegal. It is no longer illegal.
Holy shit. Okay, so hey, first choice, and it's how about that?
There it is. It's Bowling Tuesdays.
You know, I was talking about Daniel's comment. Might make you a little nauseous.
Oh no. DG, don't do it. I'm not going to read that comment out loud. DG, don't do it. My cousin's daughter.
That's awesome, though, by the way. Congrats to her, DG.
I found out is going to Mizzou, and I am super pumped for her. Ava, she's going to Mizzou, my cousin's daughter.
Shout out to Ava, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I last saw her under not so good circumstances at my great aunt's funeral last November, and then she was thinking what college she would choose, and I pitched Mizzou hard. And I got her.
You deserve some credit, yeah.
I get some credit.
You deserve some of that tuition money.
So
I never thought to change that. Yeah. Which, by the way, completely random since we're talking about Oregon so much. I'm a big Portland fan, which, by the way, sports-related stuff. Shaden Sharp, their super awesome young shooting guard, might be out for the year. Tore his meniscus yesterday.
Not good.
And Bulls-related, staying local here, Tiago Splitter. Got big expectations for him.
The coach?
Yeah.
Tiago. Got big expectations for the next cash or stash. Let's go ahead and take the quad down. We're getting down on the nitty-gritty. And then
sounds good.
If it's not off already, we'll do the auto off. I don't know if it's already off or if Mike put that new system in.
For the quad or just everything
Well,
else?
just take the quad down and we'll just take the auto replenish off because we're at 9 left.
Cool.
Let's do that.
Oh, is that so? Dan?
Is that Dan? You've been talking to James Harden? Or you're just experiencing it yourself? I did not know that, but it probably makes sense why James Harden goes on all the road trips to Portland, apparently.
And you know what the hardest thing is that whenever they fly out of there, he's never on the team playing because it takes him forever to leave.
Oh man,
they got to drag him out.
You're good.
I was gonna say unrelated topic is James Harden. We're talking about a lot of stuff here now. His agent deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. 3-year
got that money
extension.
That money.
3 years though.
Got that money.
He became one of 3 guys now ever because of that contract come in NBA history to earn over $500 million in player contracts. Can you name me the other 2?
Curry.
Not Curry.
LeBron. And his $4 million he's making now.
Poor guy.
LeBron and
actually it's 4. No, you're right. Steph is 1, LeBron's another, and then there's 1 more. You are right about Steph.
Durant.
Good man.
And they've been around a while.
Yep.
They've been around a while. We just had the LeBron get snagged in that locker, guys, for 25 tickets. So, boom, boom, room after dark. There you go, Mike. Enjoy the boom, boom room. Let's get that stash for cash. I want to see that Randy Moss. That's literally an inside joke that started on a high roller show with Colin and I, and Mike Wilcox was the OG instigator about the supposed boom, boom room. And then Robbie got wind of it, and then it just got out of hand, and we had to drop that subject.
Oh boy.
Beautiful Winter Warriors Speedflex guys. Randy Moss got a double up of Trey Hendrickson and Jerome Bettis. We got the 3 tickets in the NFC West. We're down to just 9 boxes left. We get this stash for cash closed up. We got a surprise! It's a surprise, Rob Hale. It's not Rob rocking those sunglasses, by the way.
Nope.
It's a considerably better surprise.
Yeah.
We get that stash for cash done. Surprise!
Surprise is so bright I have to put sunnies on to just prepare myself.
Oh, man, I can't wait for the surprise. I think you guys will be extra jacked, extra pumped. And actually, for us, we're not going to... I was going to say, we might be here all night, but we won't be. Because it's a 10:30 show tonight.
I know.
So we'll be on here till about 10 o'clock, give or take, depending on how busy it is. I say we usually sign off at 10, but I don't want to lie because a couple of weeks ago, it was like, was it even last week? It was like 10, 15?
It was last week,
It was insane.
We were literally going to the 12th hour. We got off at like, not literally 11:59, but it was like we had to do a hockey shift essentially for Peyton and Robbie.
The surprise is not triple play, but it's better. I'll put it that way.
And we love the triple play.
We love the triple play. That's how good the surprise is, guys. Should we get that stash or cash closed up? They're wondering, what could it be? What could it be?
One way to find out.
Get the stash or cash closed up.
Yeah. We know what door to walk through.
Now, that is not the surprise, then. Again,
I love this.
Everybody thinks you're getting promoted, apparently, Rob.
I love this.
I told you it's customer related.
What do you mean thinks?
Nothing to do with any employees here at UA. Nothing to do with any employees.
If we can get a petition going in the chat. I could never do your job. I could not even if I tried, I put my best foot. I could not do your job.
Thank you, my man.
Fearless leader over here. However, there's so many like weird coincidences in the room today. I just watched the Office episode last night where, Michael caught Dwight in a lie because he went to Jan and was talking to her about, he thinks he could run the branch better than Michael.
Then he made him do his laundry.
And then, yeah.
I know that episode. Shout out.
I would never do that.
Customers do have a say. The surprise is because of something you guys said, actually. So, yes, you're on the right track there, Taylor. It is customers' opinion that led to the surprise. As you guys know, there's no company in the world that takes care of their customers more than we do.
This is true.
You guys say something, and I'll be honest with you. When I first started here at UA, it was not the case. These guys that we have currently compared to our customers 5 years ago, I got one word for you guys. The same thing I do to my dog, spoiled. It's a good thing. It's good to be spoiled. But these customers are spoiled. It is definitely a customer-friendly thing. It's based on customer feedback, and literally was invented because of customer feedback. So you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about, the surprise, but it is very much customer surprise, just for you guys. So 2 to go in that single stash or cash. Looking like we 7 boxes left, Rob?
Yes.
We can always 9 left, excuse me. 3 doubles and 3 singles. I think that's the most efficient way to do it. We'll see what happens, obviously.
And then obviously,
first off, clearly I love our customers, but they don't listen well. The surprise has nothing to do with any UA employees. As much as you guys want to poke fun at us, that's because we love you guys.
I thought they were being serious.
It has nothing to do with any of the employees at UA. Only has to do with you guys, the customers.
I'm just saying, actually Den's account is also sometimes run by Matt Salas. Just so you know.
Is that right?
So you better look out.
Oh, that's definitely not true. DG says the surprise is Dom's becoming a Viking fan and donating all his Packer stuff to the customers.
That would be the biggest surprise. Which by the way, we were talking about the Randy Moss Winter Warrior coming out last show potentially. He's like, I can't wait to get that Randy off. I'm like, you don't have to lie to the customers out there, man. Like, can't pretend to be a Vikings fan.
How about this? I'm going to offer up a special. Now, this is only going to happen. 2 things have to happen. You have to be in the Stash or Cash series tonight. You have to buy in the break to qualify for this. And if you buy in the Stash or Cash tonight and correctly guess the surprise, and the series closes out. Like, if we don't close out the series, and you're not in the break, you get nothing. But if we close out the entire Stash or Cash, and you're in that Stash or Cash series tonight, and our grandfather, anyone that's in tonight already, anyone that bought in the Stash or Cash 6 p.m. show, and you guessed the surprise correctly, how about this? I'll give you $100 in store credit.
Ooh.
And I will say,
good man.
1 guess only. And it's not related to our break room customer. So if you have a funny joke about Dom becoming a Viking fan, please give it to us. But know that you're wasting your 1 guess. I'll put it that way.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is why you're the break room manager. I could never give out that much in store credit.
Yes.
That's the generosity.
But this is
incredible.
This is only if you buy in the break and if you sell out the series. So if someone guesses the surprise correctly in the chat, and they're not in the Stash or Cash series, they will get exactly $0.
So just to make sure I got the bylaws.
The bylaws.
You have to be in the stash or cash. It could be at any point in time during tonight. They can be in the stash or
Yeah,
cash.
so if they bought in 6 o'clock or later, if they bought in. So we'll grandfather those that bought in earlier. Go, Rob.
The series sells out, and of course, you have to guess correctly what it is.
Correct.
And then you get $100 in store credit.
$100 in store credit.
Which, by the way, you see what name this is going off of, too? DeGrom.
There you go.
DeGrom
really?
is off. I know.
How about that?
Off of DeGrom.
How about those White Sox? Rob's in a good mood tonight. Sox are up with a 6-0.
6-0 in the first.
There you go.
So if anybody took Rangers money line against the Sox tonight,
you better get in the break room and get your store credit back so you can make up for your lost bets.
Speaking of a guy that I know that gets break room money by hitting bets, Cameron Lee joining us. What's
up, Cam?
Good to see you, buddy. What's the play tonight?
Now, the play for Cam is definitely the quarterback room.
Gotta be. Chiefs fan.
Because he's a Chiefs fan, and there's a Patrick Mahomes speed flex in there, which you really can't beat a Patrick Mahomes speed flex for a Chief fan. There's literally, unless it's like a Mahomes axiom maybe, which is maybe coming soon to the break room near a store near you. But Mahomes speed flexes, it's the most valuable active player when it comes to autographs, and it's on the most valuable type of item, the speed flex. So that's a perfect lid for a guy like Cam. For any Chief fan, they love this dude.
Yeah, as they should.
love this dude.
You know, and don't put the cart before the horse.
It's already been done. I'm calling it. It's over. 6-0. It's over. So
honestly, with the way we've looked,
it's
with the way
over.
we've looked lately, over. I hope you are right, my friend.
Unless they had the Patrick Mahomes version on the football to the baseball field, and, you know, Brady and Mahomes could come back from a big lead. Those guys can do it.
Back down from 6-0? You sure?
Patrick Mahomes was down double digits in all 3 Super Bowls they won.
Really?
Down double digits to the Niners the first year. They were down double digits to the Eagles. And then they were down double digits to the Niners again. He was also down double digits his original playoff run against Houston, Tennessee, and the Niners.
You covered that in person,
back-to-back games. In person, the Houston game. They actually ran out of fireworks at Arrowhead Stadium because the Chiefs put up too many touchdowns. They were down 24-0. They won 51-31. 3 touchdown catches for Kelsey. Over 300 yards. I believe like 5 touchdowns from Mahomes. It was insanity.
I do got to ask you a question about that, though.
Yeah. Hit me.
So obviously, it was 2019, right? That first Super Bowl run that they went on. Do you ever think that with a Mahomes-led offense, they can ever get back to the peak of what that was?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes, because they have this gentleman, Eric Bieniemy, coming back too. I mean, I've literally lived it firsthand. Nothing against Matt Nagy, but him as a head coach, as an offensive coordinator, I think Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy just work well together. So having the OC back is going to be a very, very, underrated thing for Mahomes' development this year. Yep. Not to mention finally getting a running back in Kenneth Walker. We can talk all we want about a healthy, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice not being dumb off the field. But don't forget Eric Bieniemy's back in town. That'll be a massive, massive help to Mahomes and the Chiefs this year.
Speaking of generational talents, it's a great guess by Dan.
Okay, so Dan says next series that gets dropped has an Ohtani item in it. Ooh, okay.
That would be one hell of a surprise.
So, again, I will not mention if anyone's right or wrong, but Dan is in the stash or cash.
Valid
so
guess.
If that does have an Ohtani in it, Dan will get $100 in store credit for himself. So
I agree with Ronnie, though. Him and Jill teaming up in that quarterback single. Speaking of live update of the break room coming, we got 1 to go in the next stash or cash single, 2 to go in the quarterback room double,
Let's go.
and then 3 to go in the jersey single. All
right, a lot of stuff coming up.
Oh, good
series
guess
with
by
game
Jill.
used items in it. There you go.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, those are, and again, I'll be honest, that is one of the customer requests that we talk about a lot behind the scenes. It is considerably harder than you guys think, because sometimes customers come up with a great idea and it's not always extremely plausible. It is something we're working on, but I've been told getting the game used items is very, very hard. That is not something that is very, very easy to do.
Unless you're Shane Bieber.
Yeah, those, I don't know. We have to hook up on Shane Bieber stuff. But I know you guys want even bigger names. You've had Aaron Judge game used before. That was one of the holy grails a few months back. We had Albert Pujols game used before, Rob. the gloves. So we do have some of that stuff.
One of my
That
favorites.
is stuff we're actively working on and hoping to get more of it going forward.
Yeah.
All college years. So Den's not in the stash or cash. If he is correct, he would not get the store credit, but he'd get our respect and round of applause.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are free to guess. So.
You can guess as much as you want.
Yeah.
You just don't get the store credit unless you're in the stash or cash series.
This is correct.
There's no GOAT giveaways on Thursday. The GOAT giveaways in the special series are always the last Friday of the month. People get that mixed up with High Roller or Holy Grail. I know we have some big series Thursday, some big series Friday, but the one you're thinking about is coming up on Friday for the GOAT customers. GOAT giveaway, Friday, 6 p.m. show, be there. Also, you should be here every show.
Of course.
But the Thursday, 6 p.m. show, I'm going to say you should be here Thursday at 6. It is a once-in-a-year opportunity. So definitely come in for 6 o'clock Thursday.
Wink, wink.
For those that are listening, a little bonus insider info. Do not, under any circumstance, miss the Thursday 6 p.m. show, or you might have regrets.
Might have to stay. I'm at maybe a 3-man booth. You mean Dom?
You want to do it?
3-man booth.
Yeah.
We might
So
have
what
to.
you're thinking of will be coming up probably the next week, but it's the origin to that whole story. So stay tuned, guys.
Ooh.
Stay tuned. The GOAT for Friday, wait and find out. I'll be honest, I've said too much. Said too much about too many things. My motto is we don't talk about the next day, we talk about the now.
We have to. Yeah.
I've already said too much, but tune in Friday and you'll find out.
Can't get to tomorrow if you don't get through today.
Yeah, we got to focus on the present, man. It's all about now. For example, a 1 to go in that stash or cash single. The reason why I am talking about the surprise, though, we have a surprise coming up tonight if we get the stash or cash done. So that is about the now. 1 spot left, 3 golden tickets, 4 headliners, 9 boxes. Quarterback room double, 2 to go. Imagine jumping in here, Rob. Mahomes speed flex, Bo Nix rep, 1 spot, 2 lids, AFC West. AFC East, Brady authentic, Jim Kelly authentic, 1 spot, 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Brady, of course, will be a Hall of Famer. Dak Prescott, Troy Aikman, 1 spot, 2 lids. Kurt Warner, Warren Moon, 1 spot, 2 lids in the QB double. So options galore, guys. Quarterback, stash or cash, come and get it. Are we afraid of closer magic?
I guess so.
People are afraid of that closer spot.
Yeah, it's just like we've frozen up on that. I mean, I thought that would have been done.
They're not like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. They don't want the ball with the last shot on the line.
Yeah, we don't want 2011 LeBron in the finals in here. That's for sure. We want people that are not afraid to take that last shot. Especially, I say this consistently, especially when I host. If you already have a spot in a series that's 1 to go, I always like to say cover your losses. Just because that winning spot that you might get could be that second and final one. And naturally, Common, you just double your odds. I mean, it's just math to earn an item. So
I know you guys want the instantaneous break. You don't want to wait around. Well, quarterback is 2 to go. Stash or cash is 1 to go. The jersey singles 3 to go. All those breaks are coming up, guys. So get those spots. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll.
And with that incentive of a prize right around the corner, too, or a special surprise, I should say.
Surprise.
Yeah.
By the way, Stash or Cash is the Chase Wheel Spin. We got a lot of big names left in here as well. The 3 tickets in the NFC West. We got a Bettis and a Hendrickson double up in the AFC North. And we have Randy Moss on the Winter Warrior Speed Flex. So a lot of good options, guys. If you get something you don't want in the Stash or Cash, for example, the Randy Moss, which, again, I would keep, but, you guys do as you wish. $1,100 back in store credit if you don't want the Moss. 3 golden tickets, $1,200 back if you don't want them. We have the Trey Hendrickson $550, the Jerome Bettis $600 back in store credit if you don't want the items. If it's an unphotographed authentic, $350, unphotographed rep, $250 in store credit. Closed up. Thank you, guys. Stash or Cash single coming right up. Surprised there's not more guesses at the surprise, Rob.
Yeah, that as well.
For real, though.
And again, you can just get yourself, right? Think of it like this. You know, the Stash or Cash single common, that is going for 107. If you get the guess right, and even if you just buy one spot into this current Stash or Cash, you can get $100 back if you get it right. Basically paid $7 for a Stash or Cash break spot.
It's not bad. $7 a spot. Normally, if you pay $7 for a break, it's those, 1 in 32 chance to win. It's like the bids for the minis where people bid online. It's $7 a spot. But what do you win? You win like a mini helmet of some scrub. In here,
Zero
the Stash
scrub.
or Cash, no scrub policy.
Nope.
Authentics and reps only. Jill going Mamba mentality 24. Thank you, Jill.
Sounds good to me.
I'll get 24 off the ticker.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying doing the ticker as a host. This is kind of we back, baby. A little change we made today as far as how we do things. The host back in charge of the ticker for you guys. Yes, sir. 24, thank you, Jill. 24 coming up. I don't know why that Twitter came through a little bit after, but it did pop in again. We are good with the number 24, courtesy of Jill Labovitz. All right, good luck, folks. Let's have some fun.
Twitter, huh?
Let's have some fun. Yeah, we're on Twitter. It's called Twitter, not X. I
There we
refuse
go.
to call it X, right?
There we go. This is one of the many things we agree upon.
We agree on it? Good.
Oh yeah.
Good
No,
man.
I still miss, like, I've had it since the inception. I miss hearing the anytime you'd send out a tweet, go,
Yeah, I like the
Like
little
a bird?
bird icon.
Yeah.
I missed the bird icon. We got Jacob Parchard up top in the NFC North. We got David Pisagno in the NFC South. Let me know if I butchered that, David. Michael Mooning Wilcox. Heyo! The man is 7 beers in at the bowling alley and having a great time. Our guy, Michael Wilcox.
sounds like a good Tuesday.
That literally probably is true. Respect, Michael. Joe Lamovitz, NFC West. Tim Grosh. That's your buddy. That's the Cardinal fan, Rob. Tim, if
it?
you're watching, say hello to the only other Cardinal fan I know. Your bestie, Rob Hill. Tim in the house.
What's up, Tim?
Arizona Cardinal fan. We got our Cardinal co-host here, Rob Hill. It's like the movie. No, I was gonna say Hangover, but it's why am I blanking? Did we just become best friends? Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, yeah.
Step Brothers. You and Tim became best friends. We got Jill in the AFC South.
Close enough.
Definitely not a Cardinal, says Taylor.
I'm working on it.
We got Sean Goodman, not to be mistaken with Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
That's such a good show.
And then Dan Job at AFC West. I rewatched Breaking Bad, finished it on Sunday. It was
Good man.
even better than I remember. Might be the best show of all time. It is so good.
I think between The Sopranos, Breaking Bad, and The Wire, those are like a lot of the general
I
consensus.
put Breaking Bad #1 for me.
For me, it's The League.
The League is good too.
This time of the year too.
Yeah, I should rewatch that next.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got ourselves box 24. Oh! How about it, Jacob? You've been mossed. It is the Randy Moss Winter Warriors Speed Flex. #2 all-time in receiving touchdowns. The most in a single season. The purple visor. Let's go, says Jacob. NFC North. King of the North. That's what he's been looking for. Viking fan trying for so long on Randy Moss. Perseverance.
Woohoo!
Pays off. Jacob Parchert. Randy Moss.
Let's go, JP. Awesome stuff there, Brother Bear. Yeah,
Well-
first order of the show and his only one in this break. That is what we call a chef's kiss for a sniper spot. Hit the bullseye on his first try, even though he said he's been trying for so long. But that's what you got to love about the break room. You're not getting hit a home run every at-bat. Nobody ever does that. But, you keep working on it. You refine your approach. You keep playing in the breaks, and good things happen.
Can I have an honesty moment right now?
Are you not usually?
Yes, but this
Okay.
is a super honest moment.
I was worried.
I'm really happy Jacob won this helmet because I personally, inside, was going to be really mad if this helmet got cashed. Because I love this player. I love this helmet.
Yeah.
I know how you guys play this series, which, by the way, you should do what you want. Don't be influenced by me. It's your call, your money, your decisions. But I sometimes get annoyed when a player in a helmet this good gets cashed in a series. So I am very happy that Jacob, a Viking fan, won the helmet, and he's not going to cash. I don't even have to ask. I'm not even going to. He knows how it works. He'll tell us cash, but I know for him it's a stash helmet, 100%. The great Randy Moss for Jacob Parchard.
And I would probably say, no bias because I don't have any. Oh, I guess I do. My future team, Jacob. What's up, Skull, baby, Vikings Nation? I'm just floating back and forth here.
Tell that to Dom.
But yeah, sorry, Tim. I swear I'm a card.
Stash, he says.
Stash,
Good
there
man.
you go. But I was going to say the Winter Warrior, definitely my favorite look at a Vikings lid. Anytime that you can get a Winter Warrior or an Eclipse, you get the white or black base, and you get a visor, it just makes everything else pop so much more.
The only better Viking lid out there might be the Chrome, which you won't find in the breaks. Only find it in the VIP room, that locker.
The locker.
There's a two-tone Adrian Peterson Chrome, the purple and yellow. You get that for 5 tickets. So let's get those tickets.
Which, speaking of, by the way, still existing. Still out there.
And Joe says it. Let's get that double moving. Still have 3 tickets out there.
There you go.
And it's the Chase Wheel Spin. And we could be coming up with a surprise. Yo, won a Warner lid earlier today. What's up, Timmy?
What's up, Tim?
The Cardinal fan. Was that the Cardinal Warner you won? I think it was the Cardinal Warner. What break was that? I think it was the shotgun he won it in. There is a Ram Cardinal in the quarterback room, but I think he won the shotgun Kurt Warner lid. I know there is a Cardinal lid that was in there, and I know it's not in there anymore in the shotgun.
Yeah.
So
let's take a look here. Congrats, Tim. Is that his, guessing his first win in the break room?
Says yes, sir.
Yeah, Kurt Warner, authentic 12:33 Central Standard Time. Was a part of a shotgun double. Way to go, Tim.
Nice hit, Jacob. Skull! What's up, Chris? Dom will not do the skull with me. One day. One to go in that quarterback break. One to go. Yep. In the QB double box.
That and the jerseys. So.
Let's go. So those are both coming up on deck.
Inevitable.
Let's see Mahomes. Let's see Brady here in the UA Live break room.
Yes, sir.
Keep it going, guys. Thank you, Chris, says Jacob. Viking fans reunited, and it feels so good. Minnesota Vikings. My favorite Viking of all time, personally. I have a lot of respect for AP, but as far as favorite Vikings, Rob, for me, it's not close. It's this man, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Incredible lid.
I mean, for me, it's AP because it's still to this day that
personal preference.
Peterson's 2012 MVP season was still the best I've ever seen by a running back in my lifetime.
Probably true.
But Randy Moss, for me, I was just a wee bit too young before I started following football with Randy Moss. But again, one of the all-time greats. His highlights are just incredible to go back and watch.
I actually saw a highlight, and I saw something Brady said. Also, when you get a second, the Stash for Cash single, if you can reload it, no problemo.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw something, Brady's biggest regret as a throw he had. It was just crazy because he actually threw it 60 yards down the field. It was the Giants-Patriots Super Bowl with the Patriots down late in the game, like 10 seconds left. It's double coverage to Moss. Moss actually beat the coverage. Brady underthrew him by like 2 yards. Had it been 2 yards deeper, it would have been a 90-yard touchdown with like 10 seconds left in the game. Would have been the greatest play in the history of the NFL. And he just underthrew Randy Moss. 60 yards in the air.
It's tough.
Has to be like 62 for Brady. So speaking of Brady, could be coming up in the quarterback room. And we got Brady in the locker as well, ladies and gents.
He will be coming up right now.
All right, so quarterback room coming up?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Possibly.
No.
The break with him in it's coming up. That we know.
Close. Yes, he did.
But I don't know if he'll be in the break.
Thank you, Dan.
QB room double. This is our 4th double. That's been the most popular version of that series. Or is it the 3rd double?
It's the 4th.
It's the 4th. So go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Talk myself into it. I like it, Dan. I like that mentality.
Yeah, if you ever got the the angel and devil on your shoulder, always listen to the angel of the break room.
Yes. Or the devil when it comes to your wallet, depending on which way you want to look at it. Just being honest. Honesty hour today. Honesty hour here tonight. All right, 1 and 19 for the boxes. We'll get those ticked off our ticker. Quarterback room, 1 and 19.
I'll grab that in a second. Carl just closed out the jersey single. So I'll get those.
Is that Carl Mecklenburg, the Albino Rhinos now on
close? Carl Lockhart.
What's up, Carl? So I'm sure it was hard to convince yourself, hello, says Joe. Not all that hard. Not all that hard. So Joe, Michael, Tim, Robin, and Dan. What's up, Robin Patton? Another customer, man. I gotta say, I've been loving this lately, Rob. I know it hasn't been a foray of orders necessarily, but a lot of people I have not seen in months. Robin, a Seahawk fan, by the way. Super Bowl champion Seahawks.
What's up, Robin?
A lot of customers that I've not seen in 5-6 months, Rob, are coming back in the chat, in the orders. It must be football season.
I was just going to say,
It must be football season here at UA.
Yep.
A lot of you guys are coming back here in the swing of things.
Yes, sir.
All right, 8 clicks, 1-19 coming up for the quarterback room. All I want is my quarterback. Robin's got that NFC North. Joe Lake in the NFC South, NFC East. Tim Grosh, get the man a Cardinal filler, NFC West. Where's Jacoby Brissett in this series? Come on, Jacoby. Michael Mooning Wilcox, AFC North. Heartbroken he's not in the NFC West for the Moon. Dan Job at AFC South. Jill Lobovitz, AFC East, AFC West. I don't know, Dan. I think that was happening before Rob's sunglasses. I think they're keeping people here. I don't know about bringing them back. They're not hurting, I'll say that.
Den knows ball.
They're not hurting.
Den knows ball.
All right, 1 coming up, 1-19. I've got 2 great spots, says Joe. Now, look, you obviously want to be in the headliner spots, but I might venture to argue that in the quarterback room, any spot's a great spot if you win.
Yeah.
Because it's only quarterbacks and it's only authentics or reps. No minis, no jerseys. The best of the best here in the QB room. You might have great spots. I've got heavy boxes coming up, Rob. I'll say that. Heavy boxes coming up.
Heavy.
I don't think these will be rep helmets. I'll say that much. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's my boy. Can you flip over the right break, Rob, here in a second?
Yep, was just doing it. Sorry, guys.
You're good. Rob will pull that up.
Sorry, Joe.
That is coming up, and this is one of my personal favorites. I have dubbed myself the nickname. I am a Dak defender. Dak Prescott on the Cowboy Speed Flex. How about them Cowboys? Joe Lake, NFC East. That-a-boy Joe on Dak Prescott. Top 5 in passing yards, top 5 in passing touchdowns. One of the best quarterbacks in football. Member of the UA fantasy team last season. Joe Lake, Dak Attack, a man I believe in. A man that I have placed a hot take on.
Oh.
He will win a Super Bowl, Dak Prescott.
Interesting.
I'm not saying this year, Rob, but in the next 5 years, Dak Prescott, Super Bowl champion. Hate on me all you want. Check back in 5 years. By the way, Dak in the locker as well, guys. Great job, Joe Lake. Dak Prescott, Speed Flex.
Way to go, JoJo. Awesome stuff. Now I know where the Lake of Joe resides, down in the Dallas, Texas area. Way to go. Awesome start. And I see your hot take, and I'm going to add a little bit of gasoline onto it. Dak Prescott, if the Cowboys win the NFC East this year, will win the MVP award.
I can see it. I can see it.
I am very big on Dallas this year. By the way, 14-1 right now. For him to win MVP. He is behind Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's 3rd. Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
Joe Burrow's 2nd MVP voting?
He is.
Or odds?
Yep.
That Joe Burrow helmet, let me double check it's still there before I speak.
It is in the locker.
Joe Burrow, 7-ticket helmet still there, guys. The black and orange lid, that thing is insanity. Yeah, you know, I love Mahomes, Joe. Mahomes is my number 1. But you guys know if you watch the show, one of my 5 favorite quarterbacks in football, Dak Prescott. Current modern quarterbacks, Mahomes 1 for me, Caleb 2, Josh Allen 3, Matthew Stafford 4, Dak Prescott 5. As far as my favorite quarterbacks.
I'll be completely honest. I did not give a rat's keister about Dak Prescott until we did our draft last year when
and
I
he
started.
did good.
And then I started tuning into him for, for some fantasy purposes, my own and here at UA as well. And like, he's excellent, man.
He's awesome.
He is very, very good.
And, they're worked on the defense in the offseason. Obviously, he's got, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. He's got himself. The offense is there. I'm not saying it's going to be this year. Give the Cowboys a little time. They know what the issues are. In a couple years, the defense gets loaded. It's going to be a good football team.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good football team.
Yeah. No doubt.
So, second box coming up. Second box coming up here in the quarterback. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The cloth bag. The cloth. Oh, wow. This is weird. I got like really excited that it's still really excited. This is actually a rare time where you would actually want the authentic of this helmet, not the Speedflex. You still want the Speedflex, but the authentic's even better. How about this for a filler Speedflex? Not even a headliner, Rob Hill.
Filler.
A filler Speedflex.
Like the sound of that.
It is Drew Bledsoe on the Patriot Flex.
How about that?
I was like, oh, is it Brady? But I was like, no, the Brady's not a flex in this series. He's an authentic. Gio Labovitz, though, gets the 4-time Pro Bowler. The guy before the guy. A guy that also played in the Super Bowl himself, though, losing to Brett Favre and the Packers. Gio Labovitz, the former first overall pick, over 40,000 career passing yards on a beautiful lid. Back-to-back speed flexes. Now, this is just about the only series we offer besides the All-Speed Flex series, Rob, where you can actually get a speed flex quarterback that is not even a headliner.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. Former 1-1 pick, multiple-time Pro Bowler. As you mentioned, Drew Bledsoe, man, Hall of very, very good. Hall of very, very underrated. Just looking for a Drew Bledsoe speed flex right now. I just found one on TriStar going for probably in the price range. And again, that's going for $1,000 even, but this one has a visor where the other one does not.
Yeah,
so
these are nice lids.
We're talking about a 4-digit price point here, Jill. I know she was looking for the Mahomes. She was in the Brady spot as well. But again, you can't, never look a gift speed flex in the mouth.
Again, guys, in the quarterback room, there are multiple filler speed flexes. I know everyone says, I didn't get the headliner spot. I'm not in good shape. The speed flex helmets alone on Riddell.com, Rob, will be worth over $800 for the helmet alone. You tack on a signature, you tack on a visor. Some of the lower level names, $800 to $900. Some of the bigger names, some of the medium names are like $1,000, like a Bledsoe.
Yeah.
You get the top-notch names, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, like a Randy Moss, Emmitt Smith, for example. And then you get yourself the Mahomes and Brady's. Those speed flexes worth north of $3,000. Which, by the way, there is a Mahomes speed flex in the quarterback room. Just saying. Just saying, guys.
Yeah.
So, very, very nice on the Bledsoe speed flex. Again, filler hit. I just like, and you guys will see in the listing, it tells you guys there are 9 speed flexes in the series. Now, that's only the second speed flex we've pulled so far. We pulled the Jay Cutler. No, third, excuse me. We did pull the Dak Prescott in the same break. Prior to this break, we only pulled Jay Cutler. Then we pulled Bledsoe. Then we pulled Prescott. So there is 6 speed flexes left. That includes Warren Moon. That includes Kurt Warner. And that includes, for me, Patrick Mahomes, the Holy Grail. That means there's 3 other speed flexes that are not on the photo headliner graphic. Now, it could be Randall Cunningham. It could be Roger Staubach. I'll be honest about Roger Staubach. I highly doubt that one's a speed flex. Just because Dak was a speed flex.
Yeah.
I don't think that it could be, but these could be the speed flexes. But if it's not those names, that means there's other flexes hanging out. So
yeah, I was going to
find out.
I think the 2 biggest things, I'm glad you made that point because it was leading into what I was thinking about. Not only does the Mahomes and Brady survive, but again, we just saw a Bledsoe AFC East hidden gem speed flex. Who's to say that there's not another AFC East or AFC West hidden speed flex that can go with the Brady and Mahomes?
You never know. There's always double ups out there. It's up to you guys to get them, ladies and gents. We do have a jersey break coming up. I'll put the Bledsoe up here. Give the man some respect. I don't even know if it's too hot of a take. A lukewarm hot take. I think it is a hot take, I would say. I've always said, Rob, Brady, the last 4 rings was the guy, the reason they won.
Yep.
The first 3 rings, not to say Brady wasn't awesome. He was. He was very, very good, very, very clutch. But the main reason the Pats won Super Bowls the first 3 times, the defense. I'm not going to say 3 rings. I think Bledsoe wins 2 rings if he was the quarterback of those Pats teams. And if he's got 2 rings over 40,000 yards, 4 Pro Bowls, looking at the Hall of Fame, Bledsoe. So like Rob said, Hall of very good. Awesome lid, awesome quarterback. Not even a headliner in the quarterback room, Drew Bledsoe. All right, pylon dive, jersey, single number 3. Go ahead and drop me a box number. We got Colleen Perry, Andres Gutierrez, Corey Herman, William Walter White, Robert Paredes. Any relation to Paredes from Argentina? I doubt it, but let me know. Dennis Walker. We got Ben Salas. I believe our owner, Matt, spells it with 2 L's. But I don't think he's related to Matt Salas, but you never know. Let us know if you're a distant relative, but I do believe the boss man's got 2 L's in his last name. Then we got Carl Lockhart as well. So who's got a box number for the jerseys? We have a lot of newer customers in this break. Let us know what team you guys like and how you heard about the break room. And most importantly, welcome to the UA break room family, ladies and gents. By the way, when it comes to that quarterback room break, I did not see Patrick Mahomes. I did not see Tom Brady. What does that mean? Jump right back in, guys. Also didn't see those 6 golden tickets either. We don't know if we have a distant relative of Matt's in this break. But I think Matt, isn't Matt 2 L's though? Let me double check. I'm going to look at my DMs with him.
I was going to send you that actually when I saw that.
Yeah, it is spooky. Let's see, Matt. Yeah, Matt is 2 L's. So that might be a coincidence because it says 1 L.
Maybe when he created his account, he forgot to add the other one.
Right?
That's also a possibility.
So, and if you can switch that break over to when you get a sec. You're good, my man.
My bad.
I'll give you guys about 30 seconds on that box number. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel for the jerseys. Pylon dive. Let's see who got in the quarterback room. I'm going to guess it's going to be Jill. Because we do have orders of the next single and the next double.
Yeah, Jill got into a quarterback.
Makes sense. She
Thank you,
gets
Jill.
it. She's a veteran. I got in that dub. Thank you, Jill. I think Dan got in the dub as well. Thank you, guys.
That'd be dub.
Actually, Dan was the one that closed his dub. Jill's the next one.
Yeah.
But still, good job as well. All right, 30 seconds on a box number. Otherwise, we'll go to the wheel for the jerseys.
Got a long way to go in that quarterback room, guys.
Dude, we still got Brady and Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what.
Like,
It's a layup.
Brady and Mahomes.
More reasons to get multiple spots, right?
We still got tons of double ups. Mahomes doubles with Bo Nix. Brady doubles with Jim Kelly. We have a Kurt Warren Moon Speedflex double up in the NFC West. We got Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman double up for Cowboy fans. There's a lot of good stuff, ladies and gents.
No, 1,000%. And again,
I'm literally not even kidding, Rob. This quarterback room should have sold out last night because that was a brand new series for the 6 p.m. show last night. The fact that you and I are seeing this series tonight, weird. Like, weird.
yeah,
Weird.
no, very, very, very strange.
I don't know. What's that show? Stranger Things? I never got into it, but that's kind of what's going on right now.
I would highly recommend it
So-
until the last season, then to watch it.
Okay. So it's like kind of like Game of Thrones.
Exactly like Game of Thrones, which is why I've never watched it, sadly, because I heard such bad pub about the last season. It's like I don't want to spend all my time.
The show was so amazing. And I'll be honest with you, the first part of the last season, I think is really good. I think it's just the actual ending. The last couple episodes are still worth the watch, though. The series is so, so good. The actors are amazing. The guys that put together the show, the cinematography is top notch. The writers just fumbled on the 1 yard line. Otherwise, incredible show. All right, no box numbers for the jerseys. I'll go to the wheel, and the wheel's going to pick. Keep it going on that quarterback and that stash or cash, ladies and gents. A lot of hot stuff in there. How about my favorite number? Ocho, 8 on the jerseys. Ocho. Excellent. I'll mark that off. We're pretty early in the jersey series, pretty early in the quarterback room series, which means they both have tons of headliners left. It's on you guys to come and get them. Get your headliners. Good luck, folks. 8 clicks coming up. Let me say this again, guys. The quarterback room features the 2 best quarterbacks ever, the 2 most expensive signatures ever. Mahomes Speed Flex, Brady Authentic, looking at north of $3,000 in value for those items. Come and get them. Come and get them. Only $144 a spot in the single and $288 a spot in the double box. I don't know. I love when there's a Mahomes and a Brady. Because usually it's Mahomes or Brady. Quarterback room has Mahomes and Brady. It's not an or, it's an and situation. All right, we got Ben Salas. No relation to Matt, apparently, in the NFC North.
As we know of.
1L. We got William Walter White. Speaking of great shows, Breaking Bad, the best. Carl Lockhart, NFC East. Dennis Walker, NFC West. Corey Herman, AFC South. Robert Paredes. That's my Argentina guy. Paredes got suspended 10 games from FIFA for knocking out the Spain guy post-match. He's
Really?
a hothead. Andres Gutierrez, AFC East. And Colleen Perry. You think Colleen's related to Katy Perry, maybe?
Yeah, that or Corey. Either one.
Okay. Who's the other guy that passed away? Matthew Perry?
Matthew Perry.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
I mean, Katy Perry, Matthew Perry, there's some money there. I'm just saying.
A lot of it.
Some money in those last names.
Yeah, probably the, Prime Minister of Canada? Katy Perry?
Yeah, she's dating him.
Yeah.
Good for them. We have one of my favorite names to say. Not really, to be honest. We got Tuli Tiapolotu, the Charger Pro Bowler, terrific defensive player. Maybe the best-looking jersey in the game. The powder blue Charger is Perry. Miss Perry.
There you go.
Colleen Perry. Very, very nice hit. Left Shark Perry on that clean Charger jersey. I always say the Charger jerseys are always so dang cool. Very nice.
Can't go wrong with some powder blue, right? Can never go wrong with the powder blue. Absolutely gorgeous. And Tuli Tuipulotu just made his first Pro Bowl this past year. Very good player. Very nice jersey on top of that. So the Chargers, I am exceptionally high on this year. I don't know about yourself.
I'm nervous about them.
Really?
You know, I'm a Chiefs fan, and I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, nervous in a scared way. Okay.
Yeah. They're very, very talented. The Chargers, it's always about putting it together. Because we know, I actually do believe in curses, Rob. I don't know about you. I do believe in curses.
I'm a White Sox
fan. I mean, I'm a Cubs fan, Sox fan. Mizzou fan, which is, believe it or not, even worse than being a Cubs and Sox fan.
It's hard to believe.
So it's pretty bad being a Mizzou fan. So I'm definitely a believer in curses. And I kind of think the Chargers are cursed. But if there's somebody that's going to reverse the curse, it's the combo of Harbaugh and Herbert. They're a very, very dangerous team out there in L.A. I don't know. We'll see. Herbert's got a new girlfriend. Let's see if that helps him play. I mean, I'll tell you what. I know the playoffs didn't work out, but once Josh Allen got married, his performance got really, really good. So, Rob, I think now I'm seeing improvements in your performance. It's the woman factor. You got married.
It's got to be. You got that extra oomph going
engaged.
out there.
You got engaged.
I got engaged. I was gonna say
not married yet. We didn't make the wedding happen yet.
I'm at midfield.
Yes.
I'm at midfield, but moving closer and closer to red zone territory. But yeah, who knows? Maybe for Jay Herbert, he adds a couple beers into his life there with his newest fiance. So, but yeah, I believe in the talent. Yeah, they just got engaged.
Okay,
they just got engaged. Yeah, it's the year of engagements.
Dom's jealous. Dom is very jealous.
I've heard. Yeah. Sidney Sweeney's still out there.
He's got a 1 and a 2.
He's got a chance.
His 2 is off the market. His 1, yeah.
He's got
hope.
He's got a puncher's chance.
Better than 0% chance. I'll say that. Less than 0.001, but better than 0.
It's the way to look at it.
There you go,
That is the way to look at it. So
Yeah, look, I filled out my futures the other day for division winners. I have the Chargers winning the AFC West. I just think that they have, outside of them in Denver, the best top to bottom roster in the AFC West. They've made the playoffs each of the last 2 years, so I don't think it's very far-fetched, but like you said, a lot of things got to come together for them.
I will say the Chargers make the playoffs. They win a playoff game. AFC West, though, I know last year they finally were decrowned. But as long as Patrick's there, give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs in the AFC West.
It's a good argument.
I will take Patrick Mahomes over anybody. And again, Eric Bieniemy back as the OC, going to be a massive, massive difference. You guys mark my words.
Yeah, I believe it.
6 to go in that quarterback room single. 6 to go in that quarterback room double. We're also 7 left in the stash of cash single. 7 left in the stash of cash double. As soon as these break spots get down to 4 to go, we hit that halfway mark, we're as good as home, guys. First off, then, I don't think the Broncos was a fluke at all. The Broncos are a super talented defense. They have an awesome young quarterback in Bo Nix. I think it's a 3-team race. The Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers might be one of those races that goes down to the last week of the season. I actually think all 3 teams make the playoffs out of the AFC. I think all 3 teams make the playoffs. I'm looking at the Chiefs. I'm looking at the Broncos. I'm looking at the Chargers. Like 2 years ago, they all made the playoffs. I think it happens again. Thank you so much, my home state team. There you go, Colleen. What's up, Colleen? Congratulations.
Woo-hoo! Let's go, Colleen.
Does that make you a Charger fan, or is that just your...
It does now.
I guess now you're a Charger fan. Is that your favorite team? If not, let us know, Colleen, what your favorite team is. And let us know how you heard about the break room.
Yeah.
Is that Colleen's first order or one of her first?
No, I've seen Colleen before, but might be her first win. Let's see here.
Colleen Perry getting the job done.
Where did Colleen go? I'm gonna look up Colleen real quick.
I mean, she could probably tell us if it's her first win. Never hurts to win anything in the break room.
No.
Patrick Mahomes, Speed Flex, guys. The man, the myth, the legend coming back. Looking forward to seeing him with that Chiefs offense. I said this last night. I'll say it again, Rob. We saw the same thing with Tom Brady, who's also available in this series. The year after the Patriots won every game except for the Super Bowl.
What's her first?
Tom Brady gets injured. It was her first order?
Yeah, it was her first order. Yeah,
first order, first win.
Yeah.
Colleen's a Cowboy fan. There you go.
I swear I've seen Colleen before.
Well, Colleen, if you're a Cowboy fan, there is no better place in the quarterback room. Because we got a 3-time Super Bowl champion, Troy Aikman. Probably made a separate account.
Yeah,
second
makes
win,
sense.
she says.
Makes sense. Way to go, Colleen.
So Troy Aikman Flash still out there. And there's a Roger Staubach secondary headliner. If you're a Cowboys fan, you are definitely in that quarterback room. Very, very loaded with maybe the 2 best Cowboy quarterbacks ever, Aikman and Staubach. But I was saying, though, Rob, Tom Brady, after the undefeated season and Super Bowl loss to the Giants, gets injured week 1 the next year, misses the whole season.
Yeah.
Comes back rejuvenized and as good as ever. For last year, Mahomes getting hurt, it sucked. They lost every game without him. Only shows how important Mahomes is. They lost to the Raiders without Mahomes. The Raiders were the worst team in football last year. Without Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs could not beat the Raiders, a team that they, quite frankly, have owned the last, 5-10 years. So, I think, given the amount of hits, and whenever you go deep in the playoffs every year, Rob, it's not just the physical toll. It's the mental, emotional toll. The fact that he got all that extra time off, good for the body, good for the brain. All I'm going to say is look out for Patrick Mahomes. I don't always agree with ESPN. I'm not always cliche. I have my own opinions, but there was a guy on ESPN this year. They were doing a segment. I actually watched it earlier today. They were talking about who's going to have a better bounce back year, Saquon or Mahomes. And his answer was Mahomes. And Saquon's going to be great in UOC. This guy, NFL Comeback Player of the Year. Look out this season. Look out, look out, look out. I need to make an account or just purchased. I'll be back for sure. Thank you, guys. Yeah, join that SIG Club, Colleen. Signature Club. Get those points. Get in the locker. And get your freebies. But yeah, this dude this year, I'm calling her right now, Rob. Calling her right now. 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns this year for Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
I'm calling it.
I mean, look, he's done it before, right? So I
He
think
would have got the 5,000 last year had he not gotten injured, just to clarify.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a little bit less pressure on him, picking up, the reigning Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. It's going to give them some stability at the running back position that they haven't really had. You always like to say at the time that, Mahomes went down, he was the team's leading rusher.
He was,
so I
much
think
of the year.
It's going to open some things up as well. His, what's the word I'm looking for here? His skill position players at the wide receiver spot, right? There's a lot of question marks. Not the talent, but, like Kelsey, the twilight of his career, Rashee Rice, we kind of know how he can stay on the field. Xavier Worthy isn't exactly someone that's been reliable to stay healthy. But Mahomes, we've seen with even inconsistent guys in and out of the lineup, he's going to put up monstrous numbers as long as he is in the lineup.
Yeah,
So,
this guy's going to be special. Speaking of guys getting married and being good, I have a feeling about Kelsey. He's going to be rejuvenated. I have a feeling about him, sort of like a last stand, a last run, one of the greatest players ever.
Yep.
By the way, Kelsey was still good last year. Like, it's crazy about Travis Kelsey because the guy could get 900 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 90 catches. People say he's washed up. He was still like a top 5 tight end in football.
That's how high
year.
of a bar he set for
That's
himself.
how good the man is. So look for Mahomes to dominate. Helmet worth around $3,000. Can be won for as little as $144 in that single. The Patrick Mahomes Speed Flex, ladies and gents. Speaking of speed flexes, we got 6 speed flexes left, but 3 fillers in here. If you want to update that while we're thinking about it, guys. So run it back. Stash or cash, Rob. I guess they don't want to know about the surprise. Apparently not. For some reason. 7 to go in the single, 7 to go in the double. We get this closed up tonight. Surprise! Surprise. 3 golden tickets, NFC West. Double up Trey Hendrickson, Jerome Bettis in the AFC North, ladies and gents. So get those spots. Also, if you have any Buffalo Bill fans, holler at us. Old school, new school. Authentic only helmets in here. 3 boxes left. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Marv Levy, quad sign helmet. 4 Hall of Famers for the Bills on that lid. That's definitely a good option as well, guys. So let me know what you guys want to do. Jersey break is 2 to go. That's coming up as well in the single. But you guys are the customers here. You guys are the decision makers. Let us know what you guys are thinking. There's a couple of things you look for as a customer, Rob. There's 3 things I look for when I go to the break page if I'm a customer. What series has the most golden tickets? Quarterback room, 6 left.
Yep.
What series has the most speed flexes? Quarterback room, 6 left. What series has the most quarterbacks? Quarterback room, 21 quarterback signatures left, 21 boxes left. It's called checking all the boxes, Rob. Like, for example, if you're dating someone, are they nice? Are they smart? Are they fun? Are they good looking? They check all the boxes, you put a ring on it. In this situation, you check all the boxes, you buy in the break. Only quarterbacks. Again, I know you guys. You guys, look, offensive linemen are cool. Defense is cool. You guys don't care. You jump in any other series, Rob, you could get a defensive player. You could get a tight end. You could get a wide receiver. Jump in the quarterback room, you're only going to get a quarterback. That's the beauty of this series.
Yeah, and it's the most important position. It's the most popular position. It's the one that has all the flashy names that we've talked about. If you really want, as Common likes to say, he likes the bougie stuff. I know you guys do as well. This is a perfect opportunity for y'all to go out and, high price shopping, man. You want to be able to have people come over. We're not too far away from holiday season, in all honesty. So, you get yourself, and football season, obviously, right? So
and Halloween. Wear a Speedflex for Halloween.
Yeah, I say
just saying.
Yeah, it could be a trick or a treat for yourself for Halloween. But you host people, you have them come over on Sundays. And, they'll look at your collection and be like, wow, this is a lot better than the one that I saw you had last year. Nicely new and improved, I see.
Well, I just told our product purchasing team that we need to purchase more quarterbacks. But if you guys don't want quarterbacks, we'll get less quarterbacks. That's okay. We can have less quarterbacks. We can have more quarterbacks. You guys let us know. But I always hear the customer feedback. We want more quarterbacks. We want we don't want minis and jerseys. Well, there's no minis, there's no jerseys. There's only a few reps in here. And if you get a rep that's not Aikman or Bo Nix, you get $50 back in store credit, Rob.
If you guys want long snappers, that's cool.
We can get you some long snappers. I can't personally name one long snapper, but we can try. We can work on it, ladies and gents. You guys, let us know. You guys are the customers and the rock stars here on the break room.
The disrespect to Patrick Manley will not be continued.
That's
here
the long snapper.
Here in the break room.
Respect. The only Patrick I know is Patrick Mahomes. That's the kind of
Patrick Manley or Patrick Mahomes? What do you guys prefer?
I think Mahomes, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. All quarterback series. This is something we run about once a week, once every other week. I would say about 3 times a month on average. Don't get this opportunity often. This is, again, I know you guys love the Stash or Cash, but outside of probably the high roller, the speed flex, the holy grail, which, by the way, the high roller is 500 something a spot.
Yeah.
The speed flex is 260 a spot for the single, give or take. Holy grail 240, 250 for the single. I know the names are bigger and better, but only 144 in here, and it's worth every penny. It is worth every penny if you get these names. Well, we do have the 5th down series, Steven, and we also have virtually that in the old school, new school. I will tell you, we did do that a couple years ago, Steve. It did not sell great. Historically, if we have a series without a quarterback, it does not go. So now I always say, if you guys want to get a petition together and get 8, 9 guys saying they'll buy a break spot, if we drop a wide receiver only series, we'll do it. But I will tell you, we had a wide receiver only series a couple years ago and a running back only series, and it did not do so hot. So you guys got to prove it.
Yeah.
You want these certain series, you got to prove it. In some ways, though, the old school, new school is the same way. We have a new school running back, wide receiver, tight end. We have a old school, new school quarterback. There is one defense spot, but most of the spots in here are either quarterback, wide receiver, or running back, the new school, old school. I am always open to customer feedback, of course, but I'll tell you, if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. And I will tell you the wide receiver only and running back only break last time around did not sell.
Yeah.
We even had a customer once ask for an all offensive line break, and I was like, that one we didn't try because I know how it would have ended, Rob Hill. So 5 to go in that double, triple threat, 6 to go in that single, the quarterbacks, guys. So I'll tell you why a wide receiver break, for example, wouldn't work. I'll give you an example of why. The shotgun. We have a guy that was 3rd in football in receiving yards last year, George Pickens, Pro Bowler, one of the best receivers in the NFL. Only 2 guys last year had more receiving yards than George Pickens. He plays for the Cowboys, America's team, the most popular team ever. There's 3 boxes left, and you guys are not chasing George Pickens. Tell you what right now, Steven, if we get this George Pickens out tonight in the shotgun, I will recommend a wide receiver only series to our series making team. If we don't get George Pickens done tonight, I will not make the recommendation because obviously 1 box left, one of the best receivers in football. You want an all wide receiver break? We got to prove it, Rob. We got to prove it. That's the case of the pudding. You want something? Prove it, right?
You said
thanks for prove it.
Said thanks for the info. Yeah, man, we
got
you,
Steven.
Yeah.
And thanks for the suggestion, brother.
We appreciate it.
Any idea, I appreciate always. Even if we don't do it, I love hearing the ideas, guys. The Stash or Cash, by the way, this was formed from you guys. This series right here, this was not us, it was you guys. Because we had tons of customer feedback that said that we get some of the same helmets too much. We're having a hard time trading these, selling these, keeping these. And then the other feedback we get always from the customers is, we love when you guys give out store credit in series. We love store credit. What did we do? We took the customer feedback, we combined it into one series. That way, if you win an item you don't want it, you don't have a duplicate, you can sell it back in store credit. You guys want more store credit? It's right there for the taking the Stash or Cash. So a lot of the stuff we run is customer feedback. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I will say, when it comes to customer feedback, it's all about majority of customers and also who's actually playing in the break, right? Like, let's be real. If you spend a lot of money in this break room, we know you guys buy stuff. Your feedback holds a little more weight because, you know, if you don't spend money in the break, you might want something, but if you won't buy in, what are we going to do, right?
Yeah.
Because we always get people asking for a hockey series. And then we drop a hockey series, unless it's triple play, which is automatic no matter what, Rob. Then the hockey series doesn't sell. So if you ask for something, get in the break, then we'll run it back for you guys, right? But yeah, we pull the George Pickens. We get the shotgun done tonight. I will recommend a wide receiver only series if we get that shotgun with George Pickens in it.
Seems fair enough.
Third best receiver according to yards last year. 3 boxes left, authentic helmet. It's less than $100 a spot. You guys want a wide receiver series? Let's get that Pickens out tonight, Rob. I think that's only reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Only reasonable to accept.
No, 100%. And kind of just piggybacking what Common is saying here, the amount of power your voice and your actions has completely dictates the entire break room. Like what you were saying. If we have a vast majority of people that end up wanting a certain series, we'll provide it to you. Maybe not right away, but it's bulletin board material and something we'll do down the road. We have constant conversations about what we like to do for you guys. Even just a couple of days ago, we try to make things as creative and as fun as possible. We had that great bingo card series.
Tycoon!
Yeah, Tycoon, which I thought was...
That's coming back, by the way.
Which I thought was an absolute smashing hit. It definitely is. Which, by the way, you want to know what was an idea that was in the stages of infancy? We're like, you know what? This sounds like a cool idea. We'll see how this goes. Stash your cash.
Yeah.
And now it's a every week part of the rotation series because of how popular, how much you guys loved it. So...
Steven said, I know you did the 5th down ones, but didn't know you did receiver running back. Yeah, look, we try a lot of things here in the room. It's all about what sticks. It's all about, getting creative, getting inventive, and finding out what you guys, the customers, like. But the number one feedback we can get from the customers, the number one thing we influence into our decisions, isn't just comments in the chat. It's mostly, where's the money going?
It's actions.
It's actions. Because did the series sell out? Yes, because sometimes we get people saying, I love this series, then they don't play it, and then it's like, well, we heard a good comments, but the series didn't sell out.
Yeah.
If the break spots indicate you guys selling out the breaks, then we bring back that series. So.
Yeah, we're not into one night stands here. We're looking to get some booze up in this break room. We want to put some rings on these series and have you guys come back. And this is what separates. This is why we have the signature club accounts. This is why we have the rewards, the locker. Why do we have that? You're not going to get into the locker. You're not going to hit the highest tier rewards if you play here once or twice. The biggest thing that we focus on for you folks, which is why we do the refer a friend program and the ad contest. We install all of these things for you guys because we want to make sure that you come back because you have the greatest time in this break room. And that, to me, despite me wearing a company hat, I genuinely believe this. We stand out head and shoulders above any other break room because we provide the greatest retention for you guys possible.
100%. And I think I dropped that locker link in the chat. The locker also is customer feedback. I know certain ideas, we take certain ideas and we kind of make them together. But one of the feedbacks is, I'm a fan of this team. I have a hard time winning the team. I don't get lucky. Well, the locker is always rotating. If your team's not in there now, it will be sometime soon, Rob. So it's a good chance to pick your favorite team inside the locker. Those items are always, always fluctuating, always unique, and always pretty darn awesome in that locker.
I know we got ourselves a new Brady in there, so I'm wondering if that's
There's actually 3 Bradys in there now, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the newest one that was added replaced the LeBron and D-Wade, but we usually lately have had a really, really high price ticket item. We've seen Jordan a few times, a couple other things. I know one of our first things we did a Kobe as well, right? So
yeah, we don't get the Hydros often, and that's a dual colored Hydro for Brady. That's why normally the Bradys are 9 tickets, but the ones we have in there are special, like the Patriot Pat with the TB12 logo ripped and salute to service. Actually, I stand corrected. That's a Bucks rip with the Patriot for that Tom Brady. And there's also the one I'm most shocked about personally is that the black and purple rip Tom Brady's still there. That helmet is insane.
That's
absolutely insane.
That is one of one.
So we're now 5 to go in the quarterback room, both the single and double, which means that, Rob, we're basically 1 to go. Because once it's 4 to go, the break is as good as gone. So 4 to go puts us pretty much done. We're 5 to go right now, ladies and gents. I just got to mention once again, Rob, I always want to put the best case scenario out there for the customers. Here's the crazy thing. You find a Tom Brady helmet, could be worth north of $3,000. I saw one for $4,000 online yesterday. You find a Patrick Mahomes Speedflex, could be $3,000 or more. Brady, around $3,000. We have a Jim Kelly, which is worth, $700-800. But if you get a Brady worth north of $3K, you check out a Jim Kelly, we could be looking at roughly $4,000 in value for only $288. Same with Mahomes. You find the right Chief fan, you saw the Mahomes lid for, let's just say, $3,600. Tack on a Bo Nix, once again around $4,000 in value. You get a Kurt Warner retro Speedflex.
My favorite.
And a Warren Moon throwback Speedflex. These two together, we're looking at around $1,000 to $1,200. Again, you find a big Ram fan, you find a big Seahawk fan. Let's just say you sell these for $1,250, Rob. Give or take. Could be a little less, sure. But if you get lucky, you find the higher amount, we could be looking around $2,500 in value for the Warner and Moon combined. Again, could be a little less, even if it's $2,000 for $288. Money well spent in that break. And I'm looking at the helmets right now, and the only standard helmets left in here, the Chiefs standard for Mahomes and the Patriots standard for Brady. The Aikman's a flash, which these helmets are not made anymore. Almost never see the flash. The Bo Nix is a retro, which is limited time as we speak. The Warren Moon's a throwback, my favorite Seahawk helmet ever. We have the alternate old school Bill Authentic for Jim Kelly. And then we have the retro for the Rams. So these are not lids we typically see. You see a Kurt Warner right now for what? Is that $1,200 almost?
$1,200, but that's on a standard Ram Speedflex without the visor.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if you get lucky, I know probably it might go for a little less, but you find the right fan, you get fortunate, $1,250 for Warner, $1,250 for Moon, $2,500 just like that. If you are fortunate. Even if it's $2,000, you sell the Warner for $1,000, the Moon for $1,000, that's still a lot more than $288 in that double.
Yeah.
I would personally keep these helmets, though, because look at how clean they look. The blue visor with the Hall of Fame inscription. Look at this retro blue visor, blue face mask on the Kurt Warner. We have quite possibly the 3 greatest pickups in NFL history in the series. I think we can all agree that Tom Brady's 6th-round pick is the greatest pick ever in NFL draft history.
I would say so.
But I would argue, Rob, the 2nd and 3rd greatest picks ever are undrafted Kurt Warner, undrafted Warren Moon. I mean, Antonio Gates obviously is up there, undrafted as well.
Yeah.
But if I had to argue the Mount Rushmore of greatest picks ever in football history, I would personally argue Brady 1, 6th round, Warren Moon 2 undrafted, Kurt Warner 3 undrafted.
Yeah,
the 3 greatest pickups in the history of football, all in the series.
Yeah, if you feel like you're an underdog out there, or you feel like you're undervalued, or have like a nice chip on your shoulder, then you should absolutely admire these guys. Some of the greats that, which by the way, obviously never depreciates in value, can only possibly increase over time. And it's different too, like what Kama was saying about this Warner up on the screen, and then the Bo Nix as well for the Broncos. Retro lids.
Limited time.
Yeah, limited time. So I'm sure for a lot of you that have been regulars many, many months ago, for the longest time, raves were all of the rage here in the break room. You know, very pun intended. We do sprinkle in a couple of raves. We got that Jerome Bettis that's still up in going as well for Honored Authentic for himself. But these retros, I will say, especially now that the new rivalries have dropped, once the NFL season starts, guys, I would be willing to bet my bottom dollar that we're going to be rocking and rolling with a lot of new look helmets that the NFL is
You're saying take advantage now, Rob. Is that what you're hinting at?
Yeah, get it going.
By the way, Jason Campbell, I don't know if you're still watching, but Jason Campbell did comment on Instagram. What's going on, Jason? Jason Campbell, good to have you, brother. So yeah, get those lids, guys. Only quarterbacks. Awesome helmets in this series in the quarterback room. Still got those 3 tickets, AFC South, NFC South as well. And we are 5 to go in each in that quarterback room.
Yeah.
Also,
Let's
some of
get
my
it.
favorite quarterbacks of all time, Rob. I grew up a Bears fan. We didn't have quarterbacks when I was a kid. It wasn't a thing. Cade McNown, Rex Grossman, Jim Miller, who now does play-by-play for the Bears.
Well, Caleb Haney.
Caleb Haney, Kyle Wharton,
Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart, one of the better ones. Cordell Stewart passed his prime with the Bears. I'll say that. Like Chris Chandler, good quarterback, not when he was a Bear. Past his prime, right? The guys that are decent that they got was when they were past their prime.
Yeah.
So not very good quarterback play in Chicago. So what did I do growing up? I went elsewhere for my quarterbacks, Rob. My favorite quarterback as a kid was Peyton Manning. My second favorite quarterback as a kid,
Good choice.
the greatest show on turf, Kurt Warner. That's my childhood right there.
Smart man.
If I have to list my 5 favorite quarterbacks of all time, probably go Mahomes 1, Manning 2. I might go Kurt Warner 3. Like if I were playing in the break room, I would want to get these MVP quarterbacks. 11 football players ever have won multiple MVPs. We were talking about a trivia question a couple weeks ago or last week.
I remember that, yeah.
Mahomes is one of them. Brady is one of them. Kurt Warner is one of them. So elite group of players that have won more than one MVP in the history of football. These gentlemen also, by the way, all have won a Super Bowl MVP. All are Pro Football Hall of Famers, and all are Super Bowl champions. Brady needs 2 hands for his ring, 7 of them. And then we have Mahomes with 3, Kurt Warner with 1, 3 more for Troy Aikman. By the way, also a lot of TV guys, TV and radio guys. Aikman, Brady, Warner all do excellent work on the television screen and radio as well.
Yeah, so I mean, again, legends on and off the field. And look, even if you end up winning a quarterback in the series that does not happen to be one of the headliners right now, which is why when we have so many boxes that are left available, common 21 boxes, still pretty crazy to me with these legends that you've listed off. Again, the doubles and the quads right now should be a no thought exercise for you guys to go through,
Right
especially
there, guys.
We're 5 to go in that double. I mean, you know, we saw it just moments ago with the Drew Bledsoe that came out as a hidden gem speed flex. You know, Mahomes, hidden gem AFC West and AFC East for Brady and Mahomes. Or, you know, some that we already have listed, like Common went over. Warren Moon and Kurt Warner is an obvious one right there, potentially. Randall Cunningham with Troy Aikman, a guy who Warren Moon advocated for when he was here on air with us, saying that he should be a Pro Football Hall of Famer. So
I can't believe I missed Warren Moon live on the show.
yeah,
It makes me so upset. I would have loved to see him see me do a mooning. Just makes me so angry, Rob. All those, I want to work the AM shows now. All the guests are on the AM shows, Rob. I want to work the AM shows, but get the same rev share pay. See if I can work that out.
I would
I don't
love
know if
to.
that happens. Believe it or not, I don't get preferential treatment with those shows. The rate is higher for the night shows for everyone, including myself.
I would love to. I'd love to see his reaction to be like, Warren, I'd love to give you a mooning. Compliments of me.
Hayden was shocked to learn this. Warren Moon also appeared in Air Bud when he was a quarterback of the Seahawks.
Really?
Looking for Joey Galloway, and Air Bud caught the pass instead. Warren Moon's best interception ever, the golden receiver. It was Air Bud golden receiver.
Classic Air Bud.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys want to get into? What quarterbacks do you guys want to pull tonight? Some of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Also, another unique club, the 3-ring club for quarterbacks. It's Aikman's got 3, Montana's got 4, Mahomes is 3, and Brady has 7. So there's 4 guys ever that have 3 rings or more. 3 of them in this series, Rob Hill.
Yeah.
That's Super Bowl's 1 as the starter. Because Steve Young has 3 rings technically because he was a backup for a couple. Bledsoe has, I think, 2. I think it's only 2 for Bledsoe, I believe. Maybe 3, but I think it's 2 as a backup. But these are guys that won the championships themselves. Super Bowl MVPs, all-time greats. Definitely very expensive signatures as well with this bunch. The Brady bunch, as they say.
I was kind of mad I didn't come up with that one sooner.
Right? So who's getting these items? Who wants those quarterbacks? Who wants those tickets? We are 5 to go in each. We get those breaks down to 4. We're one spot away from the break selling out almost immediately.
Yeah, and we got we still got a long ways to go, guys. Easily over an hour
It's
plus
only
here in the break
8:19.
room.
Yeah, it's still early
So
tonight.
but the last thing that we want, right, is to have, one or two, big time players pop in the room and all of a sudden the doubles and quads are going. And then somebody that's kind of like, you know what, maybe I'll pop in and get a single spot at some point. You can't win anything if you don't buy into the breaks, and people that wait never win. So.
The great Herm Edwards said, "We play to win the game." Hello? Hello? And real quick, to give you guys a rough idea, I'm just going to show you guys roughly what I'm talking about so you guys know that, that we're not making stuff up here in the break room. I want to give you guys a rough idea of what we're talking about when it comes to these helmets. So let me pull up some options so you guys can see exactly what Rob and I are talking about. How is that? I don't want to pull this up because it'll be too deceiving, but
there are definitely
there's art on that helmet. I guess, man. That's crazy. Some of the Brady stuff that I see online, $7,000, $8,000. Trying to find the base authentic. So these are expensive items for Tom Brady, man. You just cannot go wrong on Tom Brady stuff. So yeah, again, authentic helmets anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. That's incredible stuff. Or excuse me, $3,000 to $4,000 for Tom Brady. There's one I found last night that was this is the one that I found. And again, I think you found one for, so you can see it right now, guys, what I'm looking at. Like some of these are going $3,000, $4,000, $2,700, but this is the sportsmemorabilia.com one. I would probably not go on this site particularly because you can find it cheaper, but there is Tom Brady authentic helmets going for $4,220.99.
Yeah.
That's an example of what the Bradys can go for. This one, for example, goes for $3,927. We have this one right here. This one is in a little bit of a sale. This is going for $2,700. So, yeah, I mean, either way, these are extremely expensive for Tom Brady. So we're not just making these prices up, guys. This is what these are going for on the interwebs. Here's the Mahomes Speed Flex. This is going for, this one doesn't have an inscription, $4,000, but still. Let's see. Here's a Mahomes Flex for $2,800 that you see online. And again, these are very, very varied prices. Like some places, you'll find them for more, some for less. Like this one, again, sportsmemorabilia.com. They will, those are a lot. I'll say it for sure.
Big time.
Like I see one on eBay, $3,000+. I see a pre-owned Mahomes, $4,000+. Like these helmets are no joke. Here's a Speedflex Mahomes, $3,900, Rob, that some places will sell for. And you know what? If they're selling it for that much, there's people buying them.
Yeah.
So those are, again, yes, you might be able to sell it for $2,600, $2,700 on eBay if you're lucky. Maybe. That is a possibility out there. eBay also has that risk of, am I getting a fake signature? Is it real? Is it used? Is it damaged? That's the risk you play.
Yeah.
But whether it's $2,700 or $4,000, $144. I went to the Chicago show. I think it was not the National, the one before in Rosemont. I think it was in May, Rob. And I think I saw Mahomes flexes that were selling for, I think at the show, I want to say it was like $3,200, $3,300. I know it was over $3,000 for sure.
Yeah.
So I saw with my own eyes live what these guys were selling for. And guess what? You know what I saw? People at the table buying them.
Yeah. I was going to say, people that don't have the knowledge of Ultimate Autographs, again, there's a reason why these are priced what they are retail. It's, they're not just doing it for show. People, like comments said, are going out and buying them for these full prices. So seeing how much lower the cost is, obviously, guys, it's priced this way for a reason. And look how many times you can buy certain break spots over just to get you to that, asking price in retail.
Yeah.
That's how much of a steal this is, folks. But
So get your spots, 5 to go in both. And I am offering up the special I offered last night. If you jump in the quarterback room break and you correctly guess what the non-photoed speed flexes are, we have currently 3 flexes left that are fillers. I did say if it's Cunningham or Staubach, I'll give $10, Rob.
okay.
Because those are listed as secondary headliners. It's an extra clue. If you guess non-Staubach or Cunningham, I'll give you $30 in store credit. Got to be in the break, and you got to guess correctly what the speed flex is. That's not the Mahomes, that's not the Warren Moon, and that's not the Kurt Warner. So, also, I'm curious, guys, out of curiosity, if you guys could get any quarterback helmet that's not Mahomes or Brady, because Mahomes and Brady obviously are the ones that everyone's gravitating towards. What would you most want? Would you want the Kurt Warner? Would you want the Warren Moon? Do you want the Bo Nix, the Troy Aikman, or do you want the Jim Kelly? I want the Warner personally because I love Kurt Warner and Warren Moon. But you know what my number 3 is, Rob? I'm going to shock the customers.
Please do.
It's not the Jim Kelly. I love this helmet. I love the player. My number 3 actually is the Aikman. I don't care if it's a rep. It's a flash.
Yeah,
It's a rare signature at UA.
I actually looked that up, man. I almost said a couple hours ago. Not too long ago, close towards the top of the show, which I guess is a couple hours ago.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Damn right. I actually saw some around $750 for a rep. $7 to $750. And again, Troy Aikman is one of those. I always like to call it seasonal. You know, you got to get him while he's here, because again, you don't know how much longer Troy's going to be here for.
He's busy during the football season.
Troy being in
and now he's working with the Dolphins too, Rob. He's extra busy.
Yeah, he's an assistant to the GM or a special advisor. Troy Aikman here at Ultimate Autographs is he is here like a summer home. He's only here for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months out of the year. You know, it's his favorite place to be, but he's got other obligations. He's got other places to be, like Common mentioned. So while he's here, please take advantage of him being in the photo headliners.
You know what's one word I think of when I think of Troy Aikman? Do you know what that word is?
Champion.
Pretty close.
Excellence.
I was going to say winner, but pretty close to champion. Synonymous.
Yes, synonymous. Interchangeable.
Aikman, a 3-time champion. I have some sad news for Dak Prescott and all the other Cowboy quarterbacks. Here's the issue with all Cowboy quarterbacks. And you know how it is in sports. We call it ring culture.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not the biggest ring culture guy personally because I'm a firm believer in team effort. But if you're a Dallas Cowboys quarterback now and tomorrow and the next day, unfortunately, you're screwed. Because I don't think you ever win 3 rings. Even if you get an MVP, even if you put a better... I mean, Dak has better stats than Aikman. Statistically, different era, more of a passing era. I know all that. From a statistical standpoint, even to go QBR passer rating, Dak Prescott statistically is better than Troy Aikman. But there's no Cowboy fan that will tell you they like Dak Prescott better.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have 3 rings.
Yeah.
Now, would Dak have 3 rings with that team in the 90s? Possibly. That was a loaded team. But no doubt about it, for Cowboy fans, Troy Aikman is like the whole... For example, Shannon Buffington, who was in the breaks earlier today. A couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I had a chat with Shannon. And I was telling him, I think the greatest Cowboy ever is Emmitt Smith. You know what Shannon said? No, sir, it's Troy Aikman. That's what a lot of Cowboy fans think, because they love this dude.
Yeah.
If you're the quarterback, I always say this, Rob, and it's not to take anything away from Troy Aikman, because Troy Aikman is a phenomenal player, phenomenal broadcaster, expensive signature, all that, and a bag of chips. But the quarterback, unfortunately or fortunately, will always get too much credit when you win, and they'll always get too much blame when you lose. For example, probably Tom Brady's greatest ever game on the NFL football field actually wasn't a loss. It was the Eagles Super Bowl. He threw for over 500 yards.
It's crazy.
And they lost. And nobody talks about how great Brady played in that game. Talk about the 28-3 comeback.
Didn't end with a win.
Didn't end with the win.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you know,
beautiful lid right there for Tom Brady, by the way. $4,000.
Yeah.
Come and get him.
Yeah, no, it's a kind of echo that sentiment. And like you said, ring culture is very, it's too mainstream. And the thing is, you know, what we provide here at Ultimate Autographs, or gotta at least hope most of us do, is context, right? So I'm glad you brought up, you know, even in a loss, that greatness of a performance. And again, the quarterback, more than any other position in sports, they get all the praise, but they also get all the downfall most of the time as well. Different sport, but different situation. Future Hall of Famer guy like Draymond Green, right? All he ever gets when they ended up losing that 2016 finals and that 3-1 comeback, he got suspended for game 6, which eventually led to them playing in game 7. Obviously, who do we talk about in game 7? LeBron James in the block, Kyrie Irving in the shot. You could argue Draymond Green was the best player in that game. He had a triple-double performance in that game. He was phenomenal in that performance for them. Had arguably the greatest game of his career, but does anyone talk about it? No. Because he got suspended. That eventually led to that game 7 happening.
Just us because we know ball.
Yeah.
Here's that Brady stats from that game, Rob. By the way, 28 of 48. His arm's still hanging in there by a thread. 3 touchdowns. He had no picks. He did lose 1 fumble late in that game with Brandon Graham. Brady's only downfall that game, the Pats gave up 41 points, Rob Hale.
How could he let that happen, Common?
Come on. What are you doing, Brady? What the heck are you doing, my man?
Could motivate his guys on the sidelines harder, cover better, tackle harder.
Most passing yards in
Damn
a
it, Tom.
Super Bowl game. Come on, Tom. Yeah, that kind of funny that the guys in the series here's another fun stat for you, Rob. You want to talk about the best quarterbacks of all time? Top single game passing performers in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady, 505 versus the Eagles, that game that I just mentioned. Second most is Tom Brady, 466 versus the Falcons in that crazy comeback.
Damn.
Third most, Kurt Warner versus the Titans, 414. Fourth most, Kurt Warner with your Cardinals versus the Steelers, 377. So the 4 highest passing games in Super Bowl history by Brady and Warner, both in this series.
Yep.
Want to go history, Rob?
What does that tell you?
History. Let me pull up. I just closed the link. I have so many things open. Where did I go here? This is the Mahomes helmet. Here's the Brady. Get the right link open up. Career Super Bowl passing yards. Tom Brady first, Patrick Mahomes second, and Kurt Warner third.
Yeah.
All in this series.
Guys that all show up when it mattered the most.
Damn. That's crazy. So, yeah, guys. The best of the best. Kurt Warner, by the way, you love that stat. Most passing yards per game in playoff history.
All time, right?
Big-time performer, Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
So, guys, you want these legends, these best of the best, these expensive signatures? Brady and Mahomes lids going for around 3,000-4,000. Get them for 144 in the single, 288 in the double. Make your move. Make your move in that quarterback series.
Yeah, make your move now, too, on top of that, before we get our night crawlers out here. We do have a 10:30 show tonight, guys. So, again, if you want to, if you're popping in, just kind of browsing our catalog for what we got here, and you're like, you know what, I can come back, some other time. I can probably come back later tonight, maybe even early on tomorrow morning. I got to put the kids to bed. That is the worst possible mentality you can have in the break room, because if you don't get it now, it is going to be gone. Perfect example, not just in the live breaks comment, but people that are in the locker. I have seen so many people these last 2 months plus that talk about they eye something in the locker and be like, you know what? Okay, these amount of golden tickets, I have them, but maybe there's something else better that'll pop up. Guess what that happens? Boom. They refresh the locker, maybe in about 10, 15, 20 minutes, gone. All of a sudden, out of nowhere.
We had the Eli Manning, the GOAT killer. Speaking of Tom Brady and Super Bowls, that helmet lasted for 1 minute. We looked it up, actually. 1 minute it was up. The next minute it was down. Get that locker, get those spots. Guys, what do you think? What do you guys think in the chat? A little bit too quiet. What are you guys up to tonight? Any fun dinner plans? You got any bets going on? What's going on tonight, guys? Got some fantasy drafts cooking? Be here Thursday at 6. Did I say that already? Oh, okay. Sox are up 8-4, Rob. I jinxed them, hopefully. Hopefully I didn't jinx them. So what are you guys doing on a Tuesday night? Maybe having some tacos?
Oof.
I know I normally do the Pizza Tuesday, but I got my fried chicken today from Jewel, so I might be doing Leftovers.
There you go. There you
They
go.
have literally voted the best fried chicken grocery store in the country, apparently. That's
Really?
what they said.
This is interesting.
It's on their little side table there.
I was gonna say, do you happen to stop by on Mondays? Me and Robbie talk about this all the time. 8 pieces for $7, I think. Yeah, cheap.
I know. I
Cheap,
buy it.
cheap chicken Monday,
I actually
baby.
got the combo meal. It's
It's really good.
12 pieces with 2 sides and bread for like $16.
Yeah.
So
Steal.
took advantage.
An absolute steal.
Took
Rock.
advantage.
Yeah, let us know, guys. Let us know. So take advantage.
I
while you
know
can.
Alfredo's having pasta tonight, our Italian guy.
Always is.
Ferro Lasciotto, but
Always is.
yeah, let us know what you're up to tonight. A little bit quiet. I do want to give a shout out to Den, Colleen, Steven in the chat. Also, Rob, when do breaks fill up? When you guys jump in the chat, you say, hey, I'm in the quarterback room, help me out. How often do we see Joe pop in the chat, say, hey, guys, help me out in the quarterback room double, help me out in the quarterback room single?
Yeah.
The break fills up immediately.
Yeah, it's kind of just
So-
echoes something I was saying earlier. Like the power of your guys' voice in the chat means everything. Because again, you could have people sitting in the breaks for quite a long time. That's the worst thing that you can have, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with, having a little encouragement. Nobody's being pushy. You're just saying what everybody else is thinking. If you're in a series that hasn't moved in a little bit, you'd be surprised to be like, hey, if I help you out in the quarterback room, I'm in the stash or cash. Can you get a spot there? Sure. Why not? Like, you're helping each other out. You're helping the community out. And that 1, 2, 3 spots that you have obviously could turn into a winner, right? That's why you bought in. Especially Common and I, we're not the most patient fellows around. We are go-getters.
I
We
have
want
no
to get
patience.
stuff done.
I have no patience, and I'm going to tell you selfishly, Rob, if Mahomes gets pulled in the 10:30 show or the 9 a.m. show,
Be sick.
I'm going to scream.
I'm going to be sick.
Because I'm in tomorrow at noon and 3. I'm in tonight, obviously. I don't think this quarterback room series makes it past the 3 p.m. show tomorrow, because I'll tell you the way our customer minds work. I've been here for almost 5 years, and I'll tell you it's very, very psychological. The magic number for boxes left is 15. Because we mostly run 30-box series. When you get down to 15 boxes left, and there's big names left, the speed with which they start purchasing escalates.
Yeah.
So we're only 6 away from 15, which means we knock out this double and single, puts us at 18. We knock out one more double and single, we're at 15. When it's 15 left, the chase is on. If there's big names left. I know there'll be big names left because we have 11 headliners left in 21 boxes. We physically, Rob, cannot do the next 6 boxes and still not have headliners left. There's also 6 speed flexes left, 3 filler speed flexes. We have the 3 photoed Mahomes, Warren Moon, Kurt Warner, which, by the way, again, Kurt Warner and Warren Moon, a double up. So there's a lot of great stuff left. We get it to that 15 number, it's going to be as good as gone. And if you're sitting there watching, thinking about buying in this series, buy it now. The quicker we get to 15 boxes left, the quicker the series is out of here.
Yeah.
And these fly. I mean, you and I have both been here where we've knocked out 15 boxes, Rob, in about 45 minutes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So I don't think of it as 21 left. Think of it as how close are we to 15 boxes left? We're 6 to go. How close are we to getting these 2 breaks done? Well, 4 is the mini magic number. 3 is the real magic number. When we're more than halfway there, the break happens. We're 1 away from 3 in the single, 2 away from 3 in the double. So you jump in that break right now, guys? These will be happening. Also, the other hot series in the room, the Stash for Cash has 8 boxes left, 3 headliners left. If you get something you don't want, we'll shoot you guys store credit back. For example, if you win the Trey Hendrickson helmet, you don't want the lid, we'll give you $550 back in store credit. You get the Jerome Bettis Rave Authentic. You don't want the helmet, Rob? We'll give you $600 back in store credit. You don't want these 3 golden tickets? We'll give you $1,200 back in store credit. So your chance to pick. You can stash or cash. We have 8 boxes left. That is the Chase Wheel Spin. We get the stash or cash closed up tonight. Surprise!
Surprise! Who likes surprises?
I think the surprise ruined it.
Everyone likes surprises.
Well,
Yeah, maybe they're scared.
They're scared.
Yeah, I mean,
They either ruined it or they're too upset that I revealed that it's not a raise for you or a promotion, Rob.
You know what? I think, guys, if that's the case, Taylor, Den, everyone else out there, I think we can add a second surprise just to make everybody happy. I don't need it, but clearly you guys
All right,
need
how
it.
about this, Rob? We have the end of the year
I like to hear
raises. If we get this stash or cash done, I'm not going to promise the exact amount. Maybe it'll be, a $5 raise. It could be little, could be a lot.
Anything goes a long way.
But Rob will get a raise at the end of the year if the stash or cash gets closed.
All right, 8:39, 2-hour 39-minute mark.
Yes.
That is being clipped later.
We get 8 boxes done.
Let's get it, guys.
Annette and Matt and Jeff and Sandy and Dave. Come to my office. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
We're getting Rob a raise this year if the stash or cash goes tonight.
It'll be a team effort.
So,
Guys, you'll all be getting a Christmas card from me, maybe a fruitcake or two come the holiday season if this happens. So.
get the man a raise. Get
We
this
all
done
win.
tonight.
We all win.
8 boxes left. A win-win-win, as Michael Scott would say. Because, look, guess what? If you win, you don't like it, you get the rival team. Let's just say you're a big-time Steeler fan, which, by the way, my favorite Steeler of all time on this insane... You were just talking about it earlier. We don't get the Rave helmets anymore in the break room.
No, we don't.
Very, very rare. My favorite Rave helmet looks even better in person. Jerome Bettis, black ink, best Rave in the game.
Speaking of a Office reference, a cameo on The Office as well.
There you go.
Yeah. from
Also,
Jerome
my
Bettis.
LinkedIn friend, Jerome Bettis. We're LinkedIn buddies.
Yeah, with the
So,
jersey number and age of,
Yeah.
you walking the earth.
36 years old.
Guys have a lot of things in common.
Me and the bus, we're both big boys. Both big boys. A little bit more successful football player than me, though, Jerome Bettis. 8th all-time in rushing yards, Rob.
You never got a fair shot.
I never got a fair shot.
Spending too much
so-
time at the hot corner on the diamond.
Yeah, that's right. So Jerome Bettis, Rave Authentic guys. But I was going to say, for example, if you're a Raven fan, you're a Bengal fan, you're a Brown fan, you don't like Jerome Bettis. Well, you win the Bettis lid, we'll give you $600 in store credit. What can the $600 in store credit be, actually? I'm going to paint a picture, a best case scenario. You take your $600 in the stash or cash, you jump in with the double. That's 288 plus 144. That'll get you at around 400 and change, Rob. 420, 430. Still got 170 left over.
Yeah.
You jump in the double box break. You get the AFC East. You walk away with Brady and Jim Kelly, which is, around $3,500 to $4,000 in value. Then you get in the single, you get the AFC West. You get a Mahomes Speedflex worth around $3,000. You walk away with about $7,000 in value. Brady, Mahomes, Jim Kelly, just like that. You got yourself one spot in the stash or cash single. You paid $107. You cashed in the Bettis lid. You turned that $107 into up to around $7,000 in value. Now, is that likely? No. Is it possible? It is. Even if you win the Brady lid with only, $144, that's $3,000 plus there.
Yeah.
But that's the best case scenario. You jump in for $107, you walk away with $7,000 in value. I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
I mean, you got to dream big. We've seen crazier things happen in this break room. Like, for example, helping guys get a speed flex to help people get a raise. That is probably the craziest thing I'll ever see in this break room. Damn it, you got to be a believer, like Common said.
Rob cannot control.
I cannot.
The ticker and what boxes are called.
I can cross my toes and fingers.
And he cannot control the randomizer.
That's it.
So unfortunately, now there is one way Steven can get the Mahomes to himself. It's not yet. It is now. He can get in the breaks, but theoretically, if he buys out all the doubles the rest of the series, he can get it, right? Theoretically.
Just hide the bank statement from the wife, and you'll.
Do you have a Mahomes in your PC, Steven? If not, you should. Patrick Mahomes is the most expensive signature in the game right now. One of the most exciting players. I always call Mahomes the Michael Jordan of football. Tony Romo does as well. You look at the fancy plays, the impossible plays he makes.
The aura.
Just the off-angle throws on the run. This man, I've actually seen him live and in person, Rob.
Unbelievable.
And it looks even better in person than it's on TV. It is just like you think you got the guy down for a 10-yard loss. then it turns into a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, the escapability is incredible. The helmet is even better. It's worth it. It's worth it.
You never know if you don't try,
It's
Steven.
worth a try. Appreciate it.
You never know if you don't try.
I appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
What's the saying? A shooter shoot.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Michael Scott say, you miss all the shots you don't take, for sure. Rob's pumped. Is that a White Sox homer, Rob? Almost. Sack fly.
If he had another biscuit for breakfast this morning.
Patrick Mahomes, speaking of homers, also a baseball player back in his day. Papa Mahomes pitched in the majors, which is part of what makes those off-angle throws possible, right? Baseball player.
Yeah.
You know, he's used to those off-angle, different arm angles. That's what makes this man so super special. Also, Mahomes was a very good high school basketball player.
Yeah,
that was his number
basketball.
3 sport.
Yeah.
But he was a very, very good high school basketball player as well,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
I grew up around Pops, who was a longtime reliever, Patrick Mahomes, in the majors in the 90s and 2000s, so it makes sense. Former teammate, speaking of White Sox, with Michael Kopech, who went on to win a World Series with the Dodgers. Michael Kopech, who got traded to the Dodgers, got us our all-star third baseman in Miguel Vargas.
There you go.
In that trade.
The world goes round.
Small world. Very, very small world. In the break room, small world because of what we have on our break page.
I got a question for you, Rob. I got a question for you. And I'm gonna
Ask away.
I'm gonna put this hypothetical out there.
Please do.
Because I know we live in hypotheticals, and I know we never know. I'm gonna put this caveat on there because obviously I'm gonna assume that Patrick Mahomes never has another serious injury the rest of his career. Maybe he has a minor injury. Maybe he misses game 17 or week 18 to sit out, get prepared for the playoffs. But he never has a long-term injury the rest of his career. I'm going to go ahead and give you that one scenario where you're going to get a healthy Patrick Mahomes the rest of his career. Who do you think ends up being a better all-time football player 20 years from now? You're, of course, still working at all 2 autographs. So am I.
Of course.
We have no other, we're definitely here 20 years from now on a Tuesday. You and I are talking about the greatest quarterback of all time 20 years from now. Are we starting with Mahomes or are we starting with Tom Brady, who are both in the series? Healthy Mahomes never gets injured again.
This will probably be a Max Kellerman-like take, with the Iguodala and Curry thing. I want Iguodala. Give me Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
Give me. Okay, here's the reason why.
Yeah,
so Patrick Mahomes, the 2 best seasons I've ever seen from a quarterback in my lifetime: 2011 Aaron Rodgers, 2018 Patrick Mahomes.
50 touchdowns, 5,000 plus yards.
Part of the reason why is because, again, the eye test, I think, applies more to quarterbacks than any other. And again, numbers and metrics are fine to have support your claims on stuff. But the eye test, the stuff that Mahomes was able to do in 18 and multiple years in his career, I've never seen Tom Brady be able to do in terms of the physicality, the escapability, the off-balance throws. Now, that's not the only thing that makes or breaks an all-time quarterback. But like you said, if he's healthy for the next decade, I expect him to play into his 40s. A lot more quarterbacks are starting to do that. I could see him adding a couple more MVPs, a couple more Super Bowls. He was in the conversation for his first, up until his age 30 season, like you said. I think his ceiling or his floor bare minimum is second greatest of all time.
That's a crazy floor.
No, yeah, it's not too shabby. So I believe in Patrick's talent. He's the best quarterback I've seen in my lifetime. And I'm not talking about resume and accomplishments, because if we did that for another sport like the NBA, right, then Kareem has to be the greatest of all time. But, you can't necessarily do that for everybody. So give me Mahomes, honestly.
I might be a little bit biased as a Chief fan, but I agree. I agree because to me, I think it's very, very similar to what we saw with Michael Jordan and Magic and Larry. I think a lot of folks in the late 80s that, watched Michael Jordan, they could tell he was the best player they've ever seen. But the whole thing was he didn't have the resume of Bird and Magic, didn't have the rings. The rings came. The crazy thing about Patrick Mahomes is up until the age of 30, he's got a better resume than Brady. I know obviously the passing yards will be higher because of the passing era, but he actually has less interceptions. He's got more All-Pros, more MVPs, a better touchdown to pick ratio. I think they're even on rings with 3 each. But by the age of 30, nobody's been ahead of pace than Patrick Mahomes. I think the last couple years, his numbers have looked somewhat human, Rob. A lot of folks are trying to say that the NFL's caught up to him. The guy is slowing down. I think it has more to do with the fact that he didn't have a great OC in Matt Nagy. He had a lot of injuries on his team, a lot of offensive line injuries, lack of running back play. I think the Chiefs can see what the issues were. What are they doing? They brought Eric Bieniemy back. They got him Kenneth Walker as a running back. What are they doing in the drafts? They're drafting offensive linemen. They're going to get this man the support he needs. I also think, and we saw it with Brady too, by the way. Brady got better as his career went on. Mahomes could get even better. His coverage, his ability to read defenses, all that is improving.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Mahomes is going to pass Brady as well. I don't know that he needs 7 rings. He needs at least 5, Rob.
Yeah.
To pass him. I think he'll pass him in stats. No doubt about that. I think he'll pass him in MVPs. No doubt about that. Brady had 3 MVPs. Mahomes has 2. I don't know if he's going to get the 7 rings. I think he's not done winning rings, though. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, if you want an apples-to-apples comparison, right, you talked earlier about Brady missing an entire season in 2008. Mahomes missing half of this past year, fully reconstructed knee. I mean, like you said, this could be, a blessing in disguise for him to come back, regain his strength, regain motivation, right? Especially because you are right. I'm not saying all athletes. I will tell you guys this. A lot of athletes these days will say that they don't pay attention to the noise of social media. It's more loud. It's more loud than ever before.
Lies.
Yeah, exactly. You're blind, deaf, and dumb to everything. They'll say that for the media stuff, but it's not true whatsoever. For Mahomes, this could be the motivating factor he needs, and for a guy that's been human the last couple of years, still the all-time passing leader in yards per game.
Yes.
Not too shabby. For me, it's the playoff resume for Patrick. 17-4. Now, quarterback record can't always be attributed to playoff stuff.
What's the touchdown to pick ratio?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. 10 interceptions to a whopping 46 passing touchdowns, and that is in 21 career games.
Yeah.
In postseason
against
starts.
the best teams out there.
Out of his 7 postseason runs, he has led the playoffs 5 out of the 7 years in passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
For what he has done. So not and by the way, not except for 1 out of the 7 years, he led the playoffs in interceptions, and that was an 11-3 touchdown interception ratio.
Yeah,
So,
the guy is super special. I was on this show a couple years ago, Rob, because a lot of it is what's hot now. I made another prediction related to memorabilia, and I'm actually getting really close to being right already. I made a prediction saying that I think Mahomes' autograph value, I said it might pass up Brady. And it's getting close. There's some places that will charge more for Mahomes than Brady.
Not too far behind.
I know for the locker, we charge 9 tickets for Brady, 8 for Mahomes, but he's knocking on that door in autograph value as well. Again, even if you hate Mahomes and Brady, these helmets are worth $3,000-$4,000 in value. It is only $144 in that single and $288 in that double. And forget about selling these. We're talking about, engagement rings, weekend trips, buying a dog, buying a cat, buying a hamster, all the above. As a true collector, if you're a true collector of football memorabilia, what do you want to have? The greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You walk into your house, your man cave or your she shed for the ladies. You display a Tom Brady authentic and display a Patrick Mahomes Speedflex. Immediately you can say, hey, I'm a collector, but what are your friends saying? You're a collector, really? Do you have the best in the game? Do you have the best ever? You're like, well, what do you think, Brady or Mahomes? Well, I got them both. Where did I get them? Quarterback Room Series, Ultimate Autographs. You paid, what, $4K for that, Brady? Nah, I paid $144.
That's the biggest.
$144.
That's almost a bigger flex than actually saying you have these guys is the amount you paid it for. That's the coolest thing. Honestly, man, I'm taking a look over here. All this Mahomes talk is kind of make me feel some things. I think I know.
Are you placing a bet over there?
I'm telling you right now.
What's the comeback player of the year odds and the MVP odds?
The MVP odds is what I'm going to play. He is 13-1 to win MVP.
So what is that? So you put $10, you win
130.
130.
You place 100, you get 1,300.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little nicey. Yeah, I'm feeling. Now, interestingly enough, his passing yards prop is actually not available. So I wonder if they're maybe saying like, hey, he's got to shake the rust off, got to show that he's back to 100%. But yeah, man, I'm all in.
I'll show you this here.
I'm all
quick.
in on Patrick.
I'll show you this here real quick. Last year, just to look at Mahomes' numbers. This was passing yards per game. Patrick Mahomes, before injury, Rob, he finished 5th in the league in passing yards per game. So when people say Mahomes is not like his same, that's what a bad year looks for like Patrick Mahomes. Top 5 in the league in passing yards per game is what a bad year looks like for Patrick Mahomes.
Poor guy.
Terrible. What the heck is he doing?
Should consider retirement.
For real. QBR stat, Rob. Bad year for Patrick Mahomes last year. He was 6th in QBR. That's a bad year for him. The man is washed up. 5th in passing yards per game, 6th in QBR. Washed up Patrick Mahomes. Ahead of Josh Allen in QBR, by the way, last year. Mahomes was. Just saying. Ahead of Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes was in QBR last season. So, yeah. That speed flex, guys, take advantage. Take advantage. Again, some places will charge you $3,000, $4,000 for Mahomes. You guys see a very, very expensive lid on the inner reps, Patrick Mahomes. So, what do you guys think? It is 8:55. Who's jumping in? Who wants Mahomes? Who wants Brady? Who wants all these other guys? Now, if you're a pure collector, obviously Mahomes and Brady are bigger names, worth more money, but actually they're not the best looking helmets in the series. I think the Kurt Warner helmet looks better. The Rams Retro, Speed Flex, aesthetically, that Kurt Warner is insane. I think aesthetically that helmet does look even better. You put this on the shelf, looks even better than Brady or Mahomes. The throwback Seahawk lid is one of my favorite looking helmets in memorabilia. Warren Moon, Hall of Fame 06, the first black quarterback inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Now that Warren Moon lid is absolutely ecstatic. I actually think this helmet, I would bring this back permanently if I'm the Seahawks. That's an incredible, incredible helmet for Warren Moon. First black quarterback inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. One of the most interesting journeys ever. Played quarterback at Washington. No NFL team wanted him. He went to Canada. Won 5 Grey Cup championships. Multiple Grey Cup MVPs. Came over to the NFL and dominated. Warren Moon did. You'll see this, guys. NFL all-time passing yard leaders. Warren Moon is right up there with the best of them. He is 13th ever in pass yards, over 49,000, despite not even starting in the NFL, Warren Moon. That gives you an idea of where he ranks among the all-time passing leaders. Of course, Tom Brady is first, over 89,000 yards. The great Tom Brady in that quarterback room. Besides the quarterback room, Stash for Cash, obviously, guys, an awesome option. Get a helmet that you don't want. We'll give you store credit back. If you are looking for a cheaper option, Rob, mini helmets, $58 a spot. You get the NFC East, you get Lawrence Taylor and Malik Neighbors. Imagine being a Giants fan, $58 for that double up. If you want a really cheap option, the jersey's only $31. I don't normally hype with the jersey break because I like the helmets, Rob.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, $31 for a Weed Ricky Williams jersey? Come on. Come on. Look at those. Look at that. Look, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful jersey.
Get that all day, every day.
Uh-huh. So, shotgun, only $88. Get that George Pickens Cowboy Authentic. A Minka Fitzpatrick secondary headliner. Old school, new school. I'm a little surprised this isn't moving. We have 3 boxes left. We have the triple sign Bills. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Marv Levy, Andre Reed, 4 Hall of Famers. We have a couple of fun pieces in the room because Marv Levy and Warren Moon are both Pro Football Hall of Famers and Canadian Football League Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
So a little fun with those 2 gentlemen. So guys, let us know what you want to do. I'll drop that link in the chat. We're going to at least 9:30. I would say the first couple hours it was busy. Normally it's 8 to 9 is really, really busy. Today it was 6 to 8, then 8 to 9. It cooled off a little bit, but it's going to pick back right up.
Yeah.
Give you till 9:30 to keep the party moving. If it's not moving at 9:30, Rob and I will call it a little bit early tonight. Here's that vault link, the locker vault. 3 Tom Brady helmets in there. Got a beautiful Warren Sapp for 3 tickets. I still got that incredible Joe Burrow helmet. I was saying this last night. Of the best quarterbacks in football in today's game, Rob. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert. These are all guys we get a lot in the break room. We don't get Lamar because Lamar doesn't sign signatures. But Joe Burrow, we almost never get in the break room.
Yeah.
And you had Joe Burrow as the number 2 odds-on favorite for MVP you were just listing.
Correct. Yeah.
We got a Joe Burrow helmet, the black and silver.
He's awesome.
Orange painted, unique speed flex, 7 golden tickets. In many ways, that Joe Burrow helmet in the locker is better than a Mahomes or Brady.
Yeah.
I know it's worth a little bit less money. I know it's, a little bit less good player. But given the rarity of Joe Burrow, if I'm watching the show right now, I'm getting those 6 tickets left in the quarterback room series, and I'm getting that Joe Burrow helmet for 7 tickets total. Now, that's one of the best helmets I've ever seen. I've actually never seen that Burrow lid. That, quite possibly, Rob, is probably a 1 of 1. If I haven't seen it, it's probably 1 of 1.
First time in the locker, right? Making his debut in there, I'm pretty sure. So
Peyton thought we had one a while back, saying it was the alternate. I wasn't sure, but if it's not the first, it's the second round.
I've never seen a Bengals lid in general like this before.
There's also a Welcome to the Jungle on the back.
God, I love the emblem on top of it as well of the Bengal. Man, that is as clean can get. I did not realize how great of a year Joe had last year. Unbelievable stuff, man. Like I was looking at his numbers the other day. You could make it a serious argument he might have been the best in the league last year in terms of throwing the football. He was
Just
that
got
damn
injured.
He was that damn dominant.
That's the only question. By the way, Burrow is the only guy besides Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady to beat Mahomes in the playoffs. It's the only 3 quarterbacks that ever beat Mahomes head-to-head in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts × 1, Joe Burrow × 1, and Tom Brady × 2, I believe.
He did it at Arrowhead as well.
Yeah.
That's
one of the most maddening games, though. The Chiefs, they literally choked that game away. Burrow was phenomenal, but the Chiefs should have won that game. They actually kind of lost it late in the first half. They got cute inside the red zone, could have got a field goal.
That's right.
And went for, I think, like 4th down and didn't get squad. So
the analytics, the analytics.
It's terrible.
Which, by the way, Joe Burrow, regular season all-time leader in pass completion percentage.
Behind Drew Brees. Drew Brees is the second, I believe.
Yeah, Drew Brees is number 2, 68.5%.
Accurate.
Woo!
Only if he could stay on his feet. It's not his fault. Get the man to no line, right?
Well, here's the thing with Joe. It seems to be almost like an every other year thing. So, I mean, 10 games his rookie year, 10 games in 23, 8 games last year, but he played every single game the other 3 years. So literally half.
So it's the good Burrow year, you're saying?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the good Burrow year, yeah. And the last fully healthy one he had, like you mentioned, 43 touchdowns, which led the NFL to just 9 picks.
How many games did he play last year?
8.
So does that make him eligible for comeback player of the year? I don't know what the requirements are.
I don't have the answer, but I'm sure FanDuel has the answer.
I was going to say, it could be Mahomes and Burrow battling out for MVP and comeback player of the year this year.
He is not listed. Mahomes is the heavy favorite at 2 to 1, and number 2, the guy who's going to win it, because Mahomes is winning MVP, Kyler Murray. Plus 400
okay.
Or plus 470.
Let's see, eligibility.
You know who's number 4 right now in odds? Guy that's not even on a team.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
He'll be on a team soon.
Yes.
I don't see it. I mean, this is AI, which, again, always take with a grain of salt. But according to AI, Rob, I don't see a specific game requirement. It says the award prioritizes recoveries from major physical setbacks, injuries, or illnesses, rather than a simple performance resurgence. Must have missed playing time, which he did. So there you go.
Well, I think he's already... Joe has won comeback player of the year twice. So
makes sense.
It could be voter fatigue. I'm sure voters are just
voter fatigue for comeback player of the year.
Just
I like
stay
it.
on the damn field.
It's a thing.
Yeah, we're tired of seeing you come back from the dead.
By the way, I have some good news, Rob. And with that Mahomes speed flex inside the quarterback room, Cam Lee says Red Sox Duran with the grand slam, which probably means that Cam's got money on the Red Sox.
Always does.
Which probably means that he's got break room funds coming up. What's the Red Sox score?
Gave him a, must have broken an extra inning tie. It's 7-3, bottom 11.
Okay, so that means Red Sox are the away team?
Yes.
So get a couple outs here for Cam. He's back in the break room chasing Patrick Mahomes. He's the Nationals better normally. But tonight it's the Red Sox that are coming through.
Nationals overs are always a good over.
So
come on, Angels.
I know Cam wants his guy Patrick Mahomes on a speed flex.
How could you not?
So go Red Sox. Makes our GM Jeff happy, and it makes Cam happy. I'm actually kind of I'm not trying to claim I'm a big Red Sox fan by any means, but I'm kind of a casual Red Sox fan. So as a kid, one of my favorite baseball players was Pedro, and I love Big Papi. I'm obsessed with curses, and I love the story of the Red Sox. So as a kid, it was Cubs, Sox, and Red Sox were kind of like my third team. I didn't live and die with the results, but in the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, Rob, I was always pulling for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
I'm like a casual. I mean, Theo Epstein went there later as well, a guy that I love here is a Cubs guy. So I'm more of a casual Red Sox fan. There's your boy. White Sox. All Sox today, red and white version.
I am not kidding you. If you squint closely, you see Barry Bonds with a lighter pigmentation now. Four straight homer or games with a home
there you go
for TP. Anyways, so with that, I mean, iconic players, iconic franchise, which was weird because 88 years they broke their drought. So, but yeah, I mean, growing up, a lot of the best players. Which, by the way, still to this day, I will stand by this. The coolest thing, because I'm biased, that I've ever seen in the locker, that triple sign Martinez, Ortiz, and Rivera. Dual flex
personal preference
for the Yankees and Red Sox. I think that was like the first week we had of the locker that was in
my
there.
favorite item in the locker was the Messi jersey last week. So it's which lasted about 10 minutes.
I was gonna say I didn't even realize it was in there.
It was in there for about 10 minutes last week. That Joe Burrow helmet though, that might be a top 5 locker item. I feel like we probably have to exclude the crystal helmets because those are insane. But if we exclude crystal helmets, that Joe Burrow might be the best helmet I've seen in there. Because I love that lid. I love that player. Take advantage, guys, in that locker. You can't say we don't have the best players in football in our break room. We have Brady and Mahomes, 2 best players maybe ever. Look at the current stars at quarterback. Burrow's in the locker. Allen was just in the locker. The best of the best, ladies and gents. Get those spots. Let's do that wheel spin for the stash or cash, right? That did happen.
Yep, I would love to. Just before we get that set up, see what orders coming in here.
A couple orders.
David Carvis, what's going on, my man? Got 2 spots in that jersey single.
I think that closed it out, actually.
All right, yeah.
So we'll do the jersey break first.
It did.
And then if that stash or cash is not filled up, we'll go ahead and do the wheel spin after for the stash or cash.
Sounds good, my man.
And then, guys, it is 9:07. We'll go to at least 9:30. But if the orders are not coming up tonight, we will go ahead and call it here at 9:30. You got 23 minutes to rejuvenate the breaks and keep the show going with Rob and I. I would like to go until 10 o'clock. I normally like going until 10 o'clock on Tuesday nights. Messi's back at my mom's. Problems of split custody, Rob. So I don't have to rush back to the dog. I'm good. I will be rushing back to watch Ted Lasso, though.
New season?
The new season, they say it's on Wednesday, but I found out I think it's like 7 or 8 Eastern time on Tuesday. So I always watch the episodes after our shows, actually.
That's the show that I always tell myself I'm going to get around to watching, and I never get around to watching it.
You and Dom both. Steven was the same way. Then he watched it, and he liked it. And Steven doesn't like everything. So if Steven liked it, You gotta like.
Well,
it.
the problem with Steven and I are the biggest league fans on staff, so he is always watching that, and so am I. So
he's always watching that or Harry Potter.
Always yeah.
He's always watching Harry Potter.
I didn't realize how big of a Potter fan he was.
Oh, he's big time. So not as big as Maggie though. I doubt Maggie's watching, but Maggie Zucker, my best high school friend's wife, is the biggest Harry Potter nerd of all time, and she takes pride in it.
Yeah.
I once played a game night at their house, and she answered questions that I did not even exist. She knew all the spells and all the potions, and I was like, damn, I don't know if this is impressive or if it's nerdy. I mean, impressive, Rob.
Those are fan bases that Star Wars, like, you're either both feet in or no feet in at all when it comes to those.
I'm more like, I call myself a big fan, but then I go up against those people and I'm like, yeah.
Casual.
I'm a casual.
Yeah, casual.
Drop me a box number for the Jersey single guys. My fanhood and my knowledge resides in sports, as you guys know. Sports trivia is my favorite thing in the world, Rob.
Yeah,
I love sports trivia.
Nobody's threatening your trivia championship.
3-time repeat champion, the UA trivia for sure.
It's only because I wasn't there.
Is that right? I actually give myself credit to diversity, though.
You would have kicked.
I get the soccer questions. I was impressed with myself getting the hockey questions.
Outside of soccer, I would have had a puncher's chance, but you probably would have kicked my ass.
Yeah. So that's why I beat Dom. Dom was second.
Do you remember any of the questions off the top of your head? Go ahead.
Give me, guys, a box number, and I'll go ahead and hit you with. Want me to hit you with one of the fewest? So it was 24 questions. I got 21 out of 24.
Jeez.
24. Okay. About 10 were really easy.
Okay.
About 5 were in the middle, and about 5 were hard.
Jeez.
Which is kind of the way it was done.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I'm going to ask you the question that I missed.
Please don't do soccer.
No, not a soccer one. I got those right. One of the hardest questions was, who is the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl? And a couple of the guesses are guys in the break room, and there were not the correct answer. So I'll give you that clue. Because I'll say this. Brady and Mahomes were 2 of the 4 youngest. 4 youngest guys to ever win a Super Bowl. I think Brady and Mahomes were either 3-4 or 2-3, but they were not the answer. Because I actually put Brady. Because I knew as a Chief fan it would have been Mahomes, but the answer was not Brady and not Mahomes. It was one of the 3 questions I missed.
Damn.
Chat, let me know. Youngest starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
I think I got it. Roethlisberger.
Bam, good job.
Go.
You would have had a shot.
Because I was just thinking of like, well, he was in his sophomore year when he beat Seattle in 05.
The other young guy was Russell Wilson. That was on that list.
That's another good one.
Russell Wilson. All right. I will spin for a jersey box, guys. Then that's what I'm telling you. We got the best guys in the room, Mahomes and Brady. You can't do sports trivia without those 2 gentlemen. 22, Rob, for the jersey. Feeling 22. I'm trying to think of another hard question. Because there's the easy ones, for example. I think the easiest question for me probably was, what team did Ohtani play on before the Dodgers? That was the easy question.
I don't know how anyone could get that.
So there were a couple layups in there. A couple layups. Oh, here's one. Youngest NBA MVP. And that is one that I did get right.
Youngest. Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, yeah.
Yeah, 22.
That was one that a lot of guys did not get.
Yep.
So 4, 5.
Really?
6, yeah.
We were that close to Chicago. Man,
I know.
I'm so glad I wasn't there. I would have been angry.
Yeah, so 6 clicks, 7 and 8. There was one that was like really hard that I got, and I'm playing. Oh, here. I think I asked you off air though. Here, I think I was the only one that got this one right. Best batting average in baseball history.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah. I think it was either just me or me and Dom. There was only like 1 or 2 people that got that right.
I fully. What was Steven there?
Steven was not there.
Okay.
He might have got that.
He
right.
might have gotten that.
He does know his baseball stuff.
He does.
All right. Gene Schultz, you got the NFC North, NFC South, NFC East, NFC West. David Carvis, AFC North, AFC South. Gene Schultz, AFC East and AFC West. 22 of 30 coming up, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Oh, we got a terrific player. A Jets icon. It's not Joe Aguilar. It is Joe Klecko, though. AFC East, Gene Schultz on the beautiful Jets jersey. The throwback. Beckett QR code. Hall of Famer Joe Klecko here in the break room.
Nice.
One of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
6th-round draft pick, by the way. Defensive tackle. A former Defensive Player of the Year. Led the league in sacks in 81. A Pro Football Hall of Famer, of course, Joe Klecko.
Impressive. I think the front four of the New York Sack Exchange.
The Sack Exchange.
I forget what year.
Mark Gastineau.
Mark Gastineau.
The other Hall of Famer in that bunch.
Correct. I remember a while ago, I think it was a part of a Weekend Warriors series. It was a co-signed Sports Illustrated photo between Gastineau and Lawrence Taylor. Playing for both New York teams, but I think they have the single-season sack record for a front four.
I believe it.
In NFL history. So
I'd guess them or the Purple People Eaters, another
Purple People
iconic
Eaters,
group there.
Nickname is just incredible for that group either way.
So nice job, Gene, on that Joe Klecko.
See if I can get a...
We'll do that chase wheel spin next, guys, and then I will probably do a rundown top to bottom. And I hate to say this, but last call for orders. Now, you and I actually was last week when you were in Thursday. We were about to hop off at 9:30, and we hopped off at like 11:40. So won't be 11:40 tonight because we have a 10:30 show. But it could be 10:15 like it was last week. So we do not have to go at 9:30. But if you guys are not ordering, we will go at 9:30. And I'm usually a lot more patient, Rob, when there's not the next show after. So if there's a 9 a.m. show the next day, I'm like, I'm going to push it. I'm going to stretch it. Tonight it's a 10:30 show, so there's a little bit less time, which means that I'm a little bit less patient. So if you want to keep this party going, be like John Kern and get in the breaks.
There you go, John.
John did get in the jersey single, though. That one is 7 to go. By the way, John's a new guy. Let us know, John, what team you like and how you heard about the break room. Welcome, welcome, John Kern. For any new people watching, if you're wondering, is this thing legit? 100% is. Over 14 years of experience in the industry. I think it says 91,000, but Robbie pointed out it might be like closer to 95,000 now.
We'll
that
be
YouTube channel, that YouTube channel does not get updated every single week. Because we do like 400 or 500 boxes a week. That will get you guys like 2,000 boxes in a few weeks.
Company.
What does it say on the company page?
12 years, 80,000.
So we got to update that.
That definitely needs to be updated.
The YouTube channel says 14 years and 91,000, but I think we're upwards over 95. And I think by the end of the year, we'll be over 100,000 pieces of memorabilia sold.
Which is funny because this is the company outing picture from this year.
Looks good.
So it's been updated.
Looks
but
good.
Just not all parts of it. So
many good company parties, man.
Yeah.
We have some good parties here.
Yeah. No, I remember the one that we had, my first one, the only one that I was at over the fall and winter at Top Golf. It's where I met Hayden.
Yeah.
I thought this, I'm like, whose kid is this?
That's his first day on the job.
First day on the job was at the company party. Hell of a first day. He's gonna be with Robbie coming up here.
Yeah. Hayden and Robbie coming up here in a little bit. Let's do the chase wheel spin. Then we'll hit you guys with the top to bottom rundown. Then Rob and I will do our head of the show discussion. It should be about 9:30 then. If we got orders coming in, we'll keep this party going. If no one gets in by 9:30, that will signal that we are hopping off here in a sec, ladies and gents. So let's go. So Chase Wheel's been coming up. We'll hand out some bonus store credit from the cash or stash guys. I'm a little surprised that did not sell out tonight. Just a little bit surprised, Rob, that did not sell out tonight. That actually might be, bless you.
Thank you.
This might be the first time in weeks that we did not sell out the stash or cash during our show.
I think you're right. Which is shell shot. I mean,
crazy.
It's our most popular series.
Crazy. All right, guys. It'll be 8 clicks. Top name after 8 gets a chase wheel spin and some bonus store credit. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It is Robert Dembski.
Hey.
Robert, you are the Chase Wheel Spin winner. If you're watching, Robert,
I am.
let us know. Not Robert Hill. Robert, is that your government name, Robert? Yeah. You don't like it. Sounds like.
It's what I filled out on my job application here.
Is that what your mom yells at you or your girlfriend when you're bad?
Oh, mom goes full government. Jasmine yells it in Spanish. So, quick 10-second story. I had 3 other Roberts that I grew up with my whole life, and at one point we were all in the same math class in 7th grade. So back in the day, teachers would be handing back, papers for, quizzes and tests. So I started putting Rob on there to see if he would start calling it differently.
Yeah.
And then once he started roll calling it, then other people did that. I started putting Rob on everything. Because I want to be different, man.
Be different.
I want to be a little different, man.
100%.
Stand out. And it's stuck. So
Robert Dembski, let us know if you go by Rob or Robert or Roberto, whatever it may be. Let us know. Otherwise, I'll start on one, whatever it lands on. That's how much money Robert's getting back in store credit. So, good luck, Roberto. Everyone else out there, if you want to keep breaking this show, get your orders. I'll say this, even if it doesn't happen in this show, you buy the break spots now. We're closer when the 10:30 show starts. We're closer when the 9 a.m. show starts. So get them now. All right, Robert, I'll start on one, my man. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Robert is taking home slamming Sammy Sosa, 21 bucks.
Nice.
$21 in-store credit for Mr. Robert.
Very cool. Way to go from one Robert to another. Congratulations, my man.
And we had Chris Hove winning a Chris Olave earlier. So it's the name thing today. The name thing is going on. All right, let's do that rundown, guys, top to bottom. And a last call for orders in this show. We had a Joe Klecko den. One of the best pass rushers of all time, Joe Klecko, came out of that jersey break. All right, Stash or Cash. Again, this is the 1 series, guys. If you win something you don't want, you have a chance to cash in your items for some store credit. For example, those 3 golden tickets in the NFC West, you don't want them, $1,200 back in store credit. You don't want a Trey Hendrickson. By the way, look at that darkness helmet. That is such a beautiful lid for the UA exclusive.
Clean.
Double-digit sack guy, one of the best pass rushers in football. That is $550. In that double, by the way, AFC North, I mean, look, Jerome Bettis, $600. Hendrickson, $550. Those two combined, looking at $1,100, $1,200 in value, give or take. Get it for $214, Rob, in the double. Bettis on that rave, that is $600 back in store credit. NFL's 8th all-time leading rusher. I always say, too, as a collector, obviously you want Mahomes and Brady for the autograph value and the player name. But as a true collector, you guys like the look of the autographs.
Yeah.
Jerome Bettis has one of the best-looking signatures in the game. A Jerome Bettis helmet is a must-have for anybody in the PC if you're a true collector.
No doubt.
So that would be 3 headliners in 8 boxes, reps and authentics only. You win something you don't want, we'll give you back some store credit in return. The biggest shocker of the night is that we didn't do more in this quarterback room. Now, we could get a late push, but either way, I'll still be a little bit disappointed, Rob, because I wanted to get this done tonight. That was my goal. Did not happen, unfortunately. But whether it's 10:30, whether it's late this show, whether it's 9, noon, 3, this quarterback series is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
We have 11 headliners in 21 boxes, which, by the way, doesn't even include speed flexes. There's 3 speed flexes in this series left that are not on the graphic, which it could be Randall Cunningham, could be Roger Staubach, but if it's not those names, Mahomes speed flex worth around $3,000. Warren Moon, Kurt Warner worth $1,000 or more. And there's 3 other speed flexes still in the series. Moon and Warner double up in the NFC West. We have a Jim Kelly, Tom Brady double up in the AFC East. Again, that Brady lid worth $3,000+ for the GOAT on an authentic alone, Rob Hill. Mahomes speed flex doubles up with the Bo Nix retro replica. For the Cowboy fans out there, Troy Aikman on the flash, rare helmet, rare signature, doubles up with Roger Staubach in these secondary headliners. 3 tickets in the AFC South, 3 tickets in the NFC South. That is 11 headliners in 21 boxes. There's no reps, no minis and jerseys. By the way, if you get a rep that's not the Aikman or the Bo Nix, Rob, you get $50 in addition to the helmet.
Yeah.
This series is crazy.
Yeah.
Only quarterbacks, only full-size, authentic and rep helmets, the best of the best, the cream of the crop in the QB room. Old school, new school. This is the only series available currently as we speak, Rob Hill, that only has authentic helmets. 3 boxes left, 3 authentic helmets left, one of which is a 4 signature, 4 Bill Hall of Famers, 4 Bill legends. That is Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, and the coach Marv Levy on that throwback Bills lid. We got the hard count. 3 headliners left in 7 boxes. Couple photoed headliners on authentic lids, only $79 a spot. Andre Johnson, Hall of Fame wide receiver. We have the Trey Hendrickson with that beautiful alternate, the red eye, and the golden face mask. UA Break Room exclusive signature. And then we have the secondary headliner, LaShawn McCoy. Shotgun, football mixer, $88 a spot. We got a George Pickens authentic in here. Number 3 in the league in receiving yards this last season. One of the best in football. Pickens in Pittsburgh had some issues. Pickens in Dallas, it clicks, man. It just clicks. Minka Fitzpatrick, terrific defensive back, secondary headliner left in that series as well. Jerseys are loaded, 12 headliners left, 26 boxes. You guys see the names. The best of the bunch for me is that Ricky Williams Weed jersey that is super clean. Love that purple Ray Lewis as well. Then mini helmets. These are the easiest items to store in your house. If you have an issue of having room, if your significant other says, I don't want you to take up so much room in our house, the minis are the easiest to display. It's also $58 in the double, which is essentially $29 per item in this series. It's the cheapest item we offer, the mini helmets. We have a double up of Lawrence Taylor, greatest player ever on defense. Then Malik Neighbors, one of the best receivers in the game. $58. You get both signatures. If you get in the NFC East, then you hit both coming out. Andre Johnson, again, the Hall of Famer. Kyron Williams, Jamar Charles, secondary headliners. So coming up on 9:30, we are 4 to go in the quarterback single, 5 to go in the double. I will say if we get this down to 3 to go in either break, I'll give you guys at least 5 more minutes, maybe 10, which means 1 spot bought in the single quarterback room gets you at least 5 extra minutes until 9:35. If nobody gets in at all by 9:30, though, Rob and I will call it a show, and we'll get Hayden and Robbie in here for the 10:30 show coming up in about an hour. So act now. In any breaks if you want to keep the party going. Otherwise, we're hopping off here shortly. Hits of the show discussion. Hits of the show. I am going to go number 4, the Drew Bledsoe flex.
Okay.
I'm going to go 3, the Dak Prescott flex. I'm going Emmitt Smith only because of the blue visor. These are, literally, player quality. Helmets are the same, but Emmitt was not this show, so kick him out. Emmitt was not this show. Bye-bye, Emmitt.
Out with the old, in with the new.
We'll put him, so actually, scratch that.
I'll just hide him. I'll keep him tucked.
Bledsoe 3.
You won't see him.
Dak 2. Look at that.
The pink curtain.
And I know Hayden's going to be happy. A big Randy Moss fan.
Yes,
Randy
sir.
Moss, Winter Warrior, with the purple visor. Head of the show. What do you got, Rob?
For all the helmets that are not covered by a pink towel, I'd have to go. Oh, man, this is tough. I'll go Drew 3. We hyped up Dak a lot, deservingly. He's 2, and then that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a runaway for first place, Randall Moss.
So excellent stuff, Rob.
You too, buddy.
You're back on Thursday. Am I correct?
Thursday at noon, you'd be correct.
That's going to be a party.
Yeah, same spot, different place.
Let me say this one more time. I think I've said it like twice, and I haven't said what exactly, but please be here Thursday at 6. You should be here every single show. You should be here at 10:30 with the quarterback room being loaded. You should be here tomorrow, 9, 12, 3, 6 every single day. 10:30 shows Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Midnight show on Friday into Saturday. 32 shows a week. Ultimate Autographs, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook channels, plus ultimateautographs.com, the break page. Break spots can be purchased every single day, every single moment for sure. But please don't miss the Thursday 6 p.m.
Please.
show. There's a unique opportunity, more unique than the Speed Flex High Rollers things going on.
What does that tell you guys?
Just don't miss that show. I promise you're going to be kicking rocks if you do. Any other final thoughts, Rob, from you, my man, before we go here?
Nah, fun stuff. Great times as always. Really great discussions. Even better helmets. And, something tells me that Robbie and Hayden are going to be in an even better ride coming up. So, again, grab your Mountain Dew, grab your Red Bull. Don't set those alarm clocks till much, much later in the evening. But as always, man, looking forward to next Tuesday already.
Yeah, the performance review's already done, so I know you are not sucking up. I like the Mahomes take. Yeah. Of course, I'm biased, but I like the Mahomes
However,
take.
for the next performance review, some of the comments tonight, about, a certain P word in here next to my name.
Promotion.
I'm just saying we
Look, though, did they mean it, though, Rob?
We always talk about...
I told them if the stash of cash closed up tonight, you were getting promoted.
It scared them away.
And they did not want to help you out, brother, unfortunately.
It scared them all away.
The big question, Hayden, we had, and Rob and I both went Mahomes. I did put a caveat on this. So we said that Mahomes will play for at least 10 more years, and he would never have an injury, like a serious injury. And the discussion was, will he pass up Tom Brady? And we both said yes.
Yes. Yeah.
That was our input.
So
So
I don't think it's that. I think it's a lukewarm take.
Lukewarm.
It's a lukewarm take.
I don't know if I'd count it as far as a hot take, because again, we are doing the caveat of no more injuries for Mahomes the rest of his career. So he is ahead of pace by 30. So we'll see. 7 rings will be hard, but if he has 4 MVPs to Brady's 3, if he's got 5, 6 rings, then all the yards, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
I can't agree or disagree because the guys that he could be competing against in 10 years are currently only in 1st and 2nd grade.
There you go. So, but wherever you land on Mahomes or Brady, quick reminder for the 10:30 show, the 9 a.m. show, just in general, Mahomes Speed Flex still left in the quarterback room. Tom Brady Authentic still left in the quarterback room. The 2 most expensive signatures in football, the 2 best players in football, both available. Come and get them. Rob, great job as always, my man.
You too,
Appreciate you. Best job to the customers, guys. Like I said, live every day, 9, 12, 3, 6 p.m. Central Time. 10:30 shows tonight in about an hour. Also, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Midnight shows on Friday. 32 shows a week, all day, every day. The shop is open 24/7, 365, though. We're not live. That does not stop you from buying break spots.
Nope.
Buying personals, checking out the marketplace. There's so much you can do on that break page. Come and get it. Have a great night. Be safe. Check out Robbie and Hayden in about an hour. Rob and I are outie for the night. Have an awesome night, folks. You guys are the best.